M26 during our freshman year of high school. From 2013 to 2016, Christian had pretty serious unrequited feelings for me. However, he eventually got over me. In early 2018, Christian met Victoria, F29, at a bar. They started dating after 2 weeks, got engaged in late 2021, and the wedding happened yesterday night. It was honestly a great time. Plus, Victoria and I honestly had a pretty decent relationship. Note, had. I got up eventually to give a speech for Christian. Why? I talked about how we first met and how great of a person Christian was. I jokingly mentioned how Christian had the hots for me. But that didn't matter because he'd found his soulmate. Most of the crowd laughed, and I could even see Christian smiling for a second before seeing Victoria's confused face. However, at our hotel, one of my other best friends told me that she had heard gossip that Victoria was really upset with me. Apparently, Victoria genuinely had no issue with Christian's feelings, but felt it was inappropriate to mention them at a wedding. I sincerely intended no harm with my actions. Maybe I didn't read the room. Am I the arsehole?
Here's an idea. Don't make the wedding all about you. Overwhelmingly, the poll said that that person was the arsehole.
I'm not going to disagree. For once. Arsehole.
Boom.
Am I the arsehole for watching an R-rated movie on a flight? I, 19M, was on a flight to visit my parents. I had a few movies downloaded on my phone, including the second Deadpool. I was watching it on my phone with headphones in.
Okay, good choice.
When the part where Deadpool gets ripped in half, spoilers, happens. You can hear a muffled scream behind me. I take out my headphones and there is a little kid behind me crying. He had positioned himself in a way that he could watch my screen and had watched him get torn. His mom got mad at me and yelled that I shouldn't be watching that kind of thing, especially in front of children. But I wasn't aware there was anyone watching me, and that kid would have had to force himself into that weird position to see my phone screen. The kid could not have been more than 6. I honestly don't know if the mom noticed and just let it slide until it backfired on her. So, am I an arsehole?
If you've got a screen, kid's going to look at it. He knew the kid was there. I would have been wary of watching anything unsuitable. It's true, actually. I probably would just watch stuff that...
Counterpoint.
Yes.
Fuck them kids.
Yeah, fuck kids. I don't have kids, so I don't care.
If I was on a flight, I would not be letting stick her nose through the
Sit
seat
down
and watch what she's doing. She's going to be doing her own fucking thing in her own seat.
I, myself, I mean, I want to take a piss and go watch whatever you want, but I think I would probably be a little bit more aware of what was going on. I don't think you're an arsehole for doing it, though. Forgive me, dickheads, for I have sinned. At a recent family gathering, my 2-year-old son bemused the crowd by repeatedly shouting, "Pickle Lane toy car."
Alex has read ahead. Alex has died. Start again. Gather yourself and have another go.
I can't. At a recent family gathering, my 2-year-old son bemused the crowd by repeatedly shouting, "Pickle Lane toy car." I denied knowing what he was talking about. What they don't know is that on the way to the venue, I had reason to shout, "Pick a lane, Tory cunt," at another road user.
That's great, isn't it?
I just...
Pickle Lane toy car.
Pickle Lane toy car. We're off to Pickle Lane. Oh, God. I don't know how they knew they were a Tory, but they may be, I don't know.
Maybe it was like a bumper sticker or something.
Maybe a bumper sticker. I heart Boris. Or something like that.
Yeah, they'd definitely get pickle laned. Am I the arsehole for asking my wife to respect my title as a pilot? My wife and I have an amazing, happy relationship. Since my wife and I have been together, I have worked as a manager for a restaurant chain. I am an extremely passionate aviation enthusiast in my free time. I have spent thousands of dollars on flight textbooks, sim gear, and even built my own A330 setup. I have never actually flown a plane. I still consider myself as adept, or possibly more knowledgeable, than the average pilot.
I think that sounds like bull.
My wife and I were invited to one of her male co-workers' house for a barbecue. We exchanged casual conversation with Greg, parentheses, host, and he asked what I do for a living. My wife chimes in with, he manages a, insert fast food chain. I very quickly corrected her and told him that I'm a pilot.
Corrected her?
Just because I don't have the title of pilot on an overpriced piece of paper does not mean I'm not a pilot.
Yes, it does.
I laughed it off with Greg, told him that my wife was often forgetful. As we pack into the car to leave, the argument starts. I think it is incredibly disrespectful for her to not acknowledge my skills and training. Am I the arsehole?
Yes.
Yes, mate. Absolutely, without question.
100% you were the arsehole.
There's no equivocation.
Am I the arsehole for going home because of my sister's dog being at Sunday lunch? Throw away. I presume they mean the dog.
Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. Oh, shut your mouth.
Fuck Shed Store. Woo.
Do you know, I was just looking at us on the screen because I'm massively vain and I love to look at myself at all times. Even parts of my body, Jeremy. I just love looking at myself. Just love looking at myself.
Feet are wrong.
Feet are wrong.
Oh, man.
I was just looking to see how dark we look. I think we're probably fine.
Yeah.
Welcome in, everybody. Oh, Jeremy, I don't know what episode it is. 176?
Wrong.
177?
Wrong.
Oh, 178.
Yes.
Wow.
I should have just let you keep going. It would have been 2 hours of you just saying numbers. Be like countdown, but with slightly less twats. Slightly less.
Yes. Yeah.
Because Rachel Riley is a cunt.
Welcome in, everybody, to this, the 178th wonderful episode of Don't Get Me Started. I'm Alex. This is Jeremy, as it just came out on the screen. I'm one of the only people that call you by your full name and do so all the time, in fact. In fact, so much I call you Jeremy, I called Duncan Jeremy when we were doing the music stream.
I know, I found that
You
quite
must
entertaining.
have loved that shit. It's just like, because I obviously that, you know why. It's just like, I have a habitual thing of saying, now listen, Jeremy.
Like, even when you were not sat in your normal position, when you were sat here, I'm like, thought that would have been enough to
now listen, Jeremy.
To change you.
But Jeremy, it's Christmas. It's Christmas, Jeremy. Everywhere around is telling us Christmas is all around you, as Bill Nye once sung us in another Christmas film.
Now listen, Alex.
It's so Christmassy, Jeremy.
Now listen, Duncan, who is Mr. Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah. It does feel weird not doing Christmas yet, because normally it's been Thanksgiving by this time of November, and then I can go full force into Christmas. But Thanksgiving is very late this year.
People have got very overexcited about Christmas, and Christmas has been Christmas all the way since
August.
Halloween. I can say, it's crazy. People are playing things on the radio. I was in London, and one of the overpriced drivey guys who drives a little taxi with colourful lights and stuff for tourists was playing Mariah Carey.
Like a tuk-tuk.
Like a tuk-tuk, yeah. The overpriced tuk-tuks were playing Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You, which I love, but not then. Even I was saying, I'm not like massively mega Christmassy, but normally I'm quite tolerant. But in this occasion, I was like, come on, man.
You notice that nobody jumped to
my defense.
Oh, no.
But
you a cunt? No.
It is now got to the point that everyone's really Christmassy really soon. Super Christmassy. It's just unbelievable.
All I want for November is shut the fuck up.
Feliz Navidad, Jeremy. That's what people want.
Feliz it out until December.
Feliz Navidad. I shouted wanker at them.
It's excessive, but sure. Why not? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, fewer twats, says Tamsin. Quite right, Tamsin. It is fewer, but also fuck off.
Now, I thought also it was fewer, but I did not correct you because I have a tendency not to correct people. Maybe this is the one stream where I should.
I am, a grammar cunt.
Yes.
But that is one of the ones that I just can never get right. It's like my Achilles heel or whatever.
Yes.
Or to continue the joke, my Achilles elbow.
Your Achilles elbow. I think if Achilles' biggest problem was his elbow, he probably would have been injured a lot more.
I'm sure Achilles probably had tennis elbow as well.
Yeah.
Like athletes just
You bang your elbow really annoyingly.
definitely got multiple ailments.
Yes.
Aliases as well, probably.
When
As try to say
I
that.
go on Facebook for something you won't be doing.
I don't do that anymore.
now.
No.
The delightful thing I like to do is wind myself up by looking at people's comments, and someone
That's why I left Facebook. The comments.
someone had put less when they meant fewer, and I was like, "Oh, you poor guy. There's nothing we can do for you. Just like God bless you," and all the comments that follow you. As like this guy just got actually, when it's this, it's actually fewer. But if it's this, it's actually less. Now, let me give you an example. Please don't. If you had a pint of beer, you would have less beer. But if you could quantify, shut the fuck up, mate. No one gives about a shit about your explanation. No one cares. No one's going to go, oh, thank God for explaining shit. No one will thank you for explaining shit. It irritates me.
But also, I said less twats. And I'm not sure you can properly quantify a twat, so less is fine.
I mean, if twats are a big kind of like barrel.
Homogenized twats.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Less twats. It gets something to be. If I want to channel my inner Duncan, I would say the English language is ever evolving. And as you knew what I meant, so it doesn't matter. But as we know, Duncan is a
wrong.
cunt. So he doesn't know what he doesn't know what he's talking about. So I don't know why I even brought him up. Terrible, terrible, terrible guy. Obviously.
I just said that to be a twat. I know, Tamsin, but I also know that you know what you're talking about.
You're one of the lesser twats then, or fewer twats. No, you're definitely a greater twat, Tamsin. Anyway.
Definitely not a lesser spotted twat.
And here, Tamsin. Oh.
Fewer twats, less twatitude.
Yes. Twatitude.
Turn that twatitude up to 9,000.
Maybe twatitude is what people should call Glastonbury, because there's something called latitude, and Glastonbury is getting a greater amount of cunts in it. So I'm surprised people haven't called it twatitude yet, because that would be not an amazing
probably
joke.
call latitude twatitude, to be fair.
Twatitude, but latitude's quite a nice festival by all accounts. So you have to call it something that's terrible. That I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, motion past.
But it's also wrestling fans hark back to the Attitude Era quite a lot and say it's, the best era of wrestling.
Yes.
And they're trying to bring it back. So maybe we can have the Twatitude Era.
There you go.
Yeah.
Boom.
These guys are in their Twatitude Era. There you go.
I often refer to things of a golden era kind of thing as an Attitude Era, because it kind of gives that only really with people who like wrestling. It doesn't really make any sense. Use it for other people. Apologies for my tardiness.
Quite right. You should apologise. Yes. Yeah.
You would get a tardy note. I don't know if we do that in England, but you'd get it in America. When people are tardy. Tardy is a very American phrase.
It is, yeah. I'm not sure what the point is of giving somebody a piece of paper when they're late. Oh, you are late. Here is a piece of paper that says, I know I'm late.
I'm late. Fucking. Do you know?
I said sorry for my tardiness.
When I used to work,
a piece of paper.
When I used to work at Breaks, my boss there, who was a terrible cunt.
Aren't they all?
Yeah. Yes. Would require me to come to her to speak to her if I was late.
Yeah, I had a boss like that when I worked in a call center. It's like, why?
Why? I was 1 minute late, and I'd come up and I said, "I'm sorry, I'm so sorry," bowing from the waist.
Your Majesty.
I'm 1 minute late.
Allow me to apologise.
She was like
incredible tardiness.
But the thing is, I quite enjoyed being 1 minute late then, because then it made her look more petty. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean that in the sense of because I'd say, "I'm so sorry, I'm 1 minute late," and she'd be like, and then she'd have to go like, "Okay, sit down, fine," because she knew it was such an insignificant amount. But I was coming to her, and I just kept doing it. I just kept coming to her with this 1 minute late stuff, and there was nothing.
Watching the clock. No.
Walked through the door, yeah.
Your Majesty, I must apologise.
I'm so sorry.
I am 3.5 seconds tardy.
Obviously.
4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds.
Obviously, I'll make up the time later, that 1 minute. She's like, yeah, absolutely. See, you don't do it again. Oh, I'm going to do it again.
In the way that I like to baffle people with maths in a kind of 50-50 probability kind of way. I once successfully baffled my boss into getting an extra minute of break time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because my argument was, if break time was 10:15,
Yeah.
if I left at 10:15 and then counted through all of the minutes to get a full 15 minutes, I didn't actually have to start work until exactly 10:31 on the button, because the 30th minute was mine.
Right.
Yeah, because it turns 15, so that's the first one.
God,
So I've had the first minute when it turns 16.
Yes.
And so on and so forth. And so the 30th minute is also my last minute. So I'm still sat there not working at 10:30. I don't return to work at 10:30. I return to work at 10:31. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was actually accurate. It works for my
It sounds perfect to me.
18-year-old brain, and it was, at the end it was just like,
I didn't give a fuck.
right.
With it. Just do it.
Sure. Oh, he did give a fuck, because he was.
Did he?
He was one of those people that was like, break time's over, get the fuck back to it.
God, such a shitty fucking.
I'm like, mate, who gives a fuck? Yeah. What the hell is being spoke about? Maths, Jim. It's
work.
Obviously beyond
Work.
your
Something you don't do, Jim, because
comprehension.
you're kind of like independently wealthy and just hang around the streets of
Folkestone.
Wimbledon. Oh, Folkestone apparently is back.
Yeah.
Break time. Break time's over.
Yeah. Break time by the minute. Yeah.
Do they have like a steam whistle?
They might as well have done.
Clock?
Like,
Did you have to clock in?
I didn't. No. I think at one point he did actually have like not a megaphone, but just like a tube thing that acted like a megaphone. So it'd be like, break time's over.
Oh, shut your mouth.
Yeah. Honestly. It's weird because as a person, he was decent, but as a boss, he was an utter bellend.
I do feel like bosses suddenly become cunts. I used to work at immigration, and there was a guy who was the same grade as me, and he was a pal, and he was a nice guy. But I swear to God, it's really strange. The moment he became a chief immigration officer, he became an incredible cunt. He was just a picky, pedanty cunt. And I remember he would pick my words apart in my reports, and he'd say, well, this means this. I said, it doesn't mean this. And being quite the word guy myself, I was like, no, you misunderstand. This is what this is. But not at least the fact that the words I'm using in this report I've written are approved by the way we've been trained to do it. So aside from any of that, the words I'm using are also correct. And he'd say, well, strictly speaking, Alex. And I'm just like, what happened to you, man? What happened to you? I know him even now. I don't know where the fuck he is. Probably still working there. But he honestly, you know that episode, I don't know if you ever saw it in Harry Enfield with who's the teenager, Kevin the teenager.
Oh yeah.
There's an episode where he goes from 12 to 13. And he's 12. Once he gets to 13, he becomes a teenager. And they do a big joke thing where overnight, like Jekyll and Hyde, he turns into this kind of piss, whoa, kind of like, so at 12, he's like, oh, mummy, daddy, I can't wait for my birthday. And he becomes 13, and he's just like, turns into this fucking cunt.
That's quite funny, actually.
Yeah, it is, and it's a good sketch, but it's just like that for this guy. He was just like really nice, and he felt immediately he had to be like, well, we're not friends anymore, so I'll just be an absolute cunt. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you're a mega cunt. Absolute worst. Mind you, he's not the only one in immigration that was terrible. There were many cunts. Do you know what? After a while, there have been so many places, immigration breaks in various places, where full of abject management cunts. You start thinking what they want you to think, which is, maybe I'm the cunt. And whilst that may in some ways be true...
Am I the cunt?
No, it's the previous people I work with that were wrong. No, it was them and not me. Let me just... If you think it's you, it's not. It's them.
Like, bosses have a way of finding things to correct that don't even need correcting. It's like, right, I have to belittle...
Like when people say fewer and lesser.
Exactly, yeah. Like, it's total boss behavior.
Unnecessary.
And
not boss in the way like
that
Bruce
complimentary,
Springsteen.
Yeah.
Born in the USA, technically speaking, actually over the border in Canada.
Is it like boss gaslighting? Like boss lighting?
Yeah, boss lighting.
Yeah, it's a thing, isn't it? Boss lighting is definitely a thing.
Pricks.
They tell you you're doing something wrong even when you are doing absolutely everything well.
Yeah.
Which is why you get people who will just work to rule and not go above and beyond for their employer because their employers are assholes.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
Some people were nice out there. They were so few and far between. And even now, I'm sure, there's a channel that I get on like Reels and stuff, which is a guy who reads out texts and emails from bosses who are being cunts to the employees. Like people who have booked time off and they make sure everything's right and everyone knows what they've got to do in the person's absence. And then they're like, I didn't know anything about this. You need to cancel your holiday and come back from leave and blah, blah, blah. Like, there's a channel that they just read it out. It's always terrible shit. And I'm like, oh my God, How is the world still full of toxic cunts?
Yeah, I don't understand anybody trying to stop people going on holiday. Like, just hire more people. Just hire enough people.
People don't like to have extra resource. That's how they don't make money that way.
Just don't get it.
Welcome in Darren. Darren gets talked about quite a lot on this stream.
And he's never fucking here.
But he's
here now. Hello,
I like
Darren.
to boss light my staff constantly. Boss light. I bet you do. You do.
Patent pending, by the way. That's our phrase.
Boss light.
That's going on a t-shirt. Yeah. Yes, welcome in Dying Star, TTV.
I became a boss today, says Alita. She did. Congratulations. That's a hat.
You became a boss today?
Yeah.
Oh.
Born in the USA. Anyway, I hope to study under Darren. Nobody wants to study under Darren, mate. That sounds like a terrible idea.
That's the problem with his love life.
Yeah.
No one wants to study under him.
I made Darren's curry. Darren made a curry.
Oh, yeah.
And we all learned how to make it, which was hilarious because we all just sat there talking shit and like he was being very kind and like taking his time to explain. Are you all at this step? Are you all at this step? And we kept finding ways to kind of, I don't know. The next time I watched it, I said, I don't have any of the ingredients. Can I just pop out and get them? And he was like, yeah. How long are you going to be? And I'm like, half an hour. I was just like, honestly, you shouldn't. Darren, just don't listen to what I'm saying. But I do love watching
That's good advice generally.
Yeah,
for
don't
everyone.
listen to anything I'm saying.
Not just Darren. Just don't listen to anything
That's the word I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I made another curry the other night, Jeremy, and it was so good. I made 10 batches of the curry sauce that makes it, and it's frozen in the freezer. So I batch cooked. The place, the kitchen was a curry bomb site, Jeremy. It was just being like curry explosion everywhere. Cinnamon sticks, cardamom pods.
Do you know what the
garam masala?
The portmanteau of curry bomb site is?
What is it?
Cum site.
My kitchen was a cum site. Jeremy, don't clip that. Harmstone's not here, it won't matter. But it might. When I ate Darren's curry, it was the best curry I'd ever had. But I think now this curry has trumped Darren's curry. Darren's curry.
I don't think we can use that adjective anymore.
Or trumped.
Yeah. Because
yeah.
that is a negative now, not a positive.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Darren's curry is the second best curry I'd ever had. Basically. Anyway, curry. Welcome in, everybody. Not just Darren, but the rest of you as well. Don't want to show favoritism, especially to Darren.
I quite agree.
I've said Darren too many times.
Yeah, doxing the guy.
Yeah. His kitchen does look very clean, and I think his house might be new, or he might have recently.
He moved in like a year ago.
This is the best time to do a stream.
It's the best time to
when the kitchen
cover
still
it
looks
shit.
nice.
Yeah.
But yes, do follow Dying Start TV, TTV.
Dying Start
TV.
Yeah.
You've got to change that, man. Dying Start.
Especially now that you're just cooking on there. Like
Cooking with Cunts. Try that. That won't. No, they'll never get that part.
That
Cooking with Darren. They'll know what you mean.
Cooking with Dazza. Is that what the people call you?
Can't Daz, won't Daz. That sounds actually like you're trying
to sell washing powder.
Yeah, no, not that. Always be no. You can't have always be cooking. Can't have that. I don't know. We'll come up with something. What are the other good TV shows? Can't Cook, Won't Cook.
What did I just say? It was called a curry explosion. Complosion.
Complosion with me.
Complosion TTV. Will that get past the census? I'm not sure.
Cooking Boss. Cooking Boss would be quite cute.
Cook Light.
Cooking with D is my working title.
I like that. Yeah.
I'm not sure I do like that, but Cooking with D.
But then you have to start stirring everything with your penis.
That would be fucking amazing.
Frying Star TV. Boom! 10 points to Will.
Oh my god.
Excellent.
Oh god. Oh my god, made me actually cough. Come down with me. I think that's good. I mean, these are all great.
Come on, Darren, with me.
Come down with me is ready, steady, cunt.
Boom. Bastard chef. These are all excellent.
Oh my god.
Save this energy for later on.
Come here and just, if you want a focus group. Oh shit. Oh, fuck.
Yes.
Ready, steady, cunt.
Yeah, save this energy for later when we will be doing some drinkity drink. Should we do that thing that we never do, which is tell people what's coming up on the show?
What's coming up on the show today? We will obviously naturally at the end of the show do a lot of Am I the Arsehole? There's going to be some going viral. And we're going to be testing and tasting. I'm kind of combine those words.
Taste testing, if you will.
Testing some interesting drinks. I've got some drinks. Jeremy's got some drinks. Are they the same drink?
Maybe.
We'll find out.
We haven't told each other what the drink is. It could be the same thing.
There'll be some getting in the sea, and maybe you'll put something in the sea, and we'll have a bit of drinkity drink as well. So there's so many things, and if I can be bothered, I'll look at my phone and see if there's anything that was unpopular and controversial that I missed last time.
Yeah, I was going to say, and now, a word from our sponsor.
Now a word from our sponsor.
Today's
LARP.
DGMS is not sponsored by Pepsi,
Or LARP.
but we remain hopeful.
And now a word we think about Duncan. That would be good.
Yes, we could do that. That'd be very good.
Now, here's a word from us about someone else. There you go. Do you know Duncan?
The word of the day is cunt. As in, Duncan is a cunt.
It's just like the end of Sesame Street. This episode has been brought to you by the word Duncan and the word cunt. I should have saved that for the end. Sunny day. Anyway, what do you want to go to now? Did you want to do a bit of this is happening because then Aletha can at least say she's got a new job?
Yeah, she can say the thing that we already know. That is very much true. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
In that case,
A
let's
very
do the
quick
segment
one.
that we like to call
I'll introduce
This Is
it if that's
Happening.
what you
In a world filled with haps and naps, two men have risen above to bring you This Is Happening.
That was smooth as you like. This is happening. Haps, naps, goods, bads, ups, downs.
Lefts, rights.
Yeah, so many things.
Northwests, southeasts.
Yes. Yes, those are opposites.
Fewers and
Lessers.
mores.
Put in the chat if you want to a good thing or a bad thing. Basically, Hap. Harmstone isn't here. Straight off the bat.
Yeah, that is Hap. He told me he was putting himself in the sea and messaged me from the North Sea. It was not
funny.
Slightly accurate enough for my liking, being that he was on a boat, not actually in the North Sea, but small baby steps in the right direction.
Yes. One day we'll get him in the sea. Yeah.
One day I'm going to push him in the sea, probably off the harbour arm.
Yes.
He's not here, so I can say that.
Only 17 hours of
He'll never
gaming.
see it coming.
He had it coming. Yes, Aletha is going to be a professional not doer now. Someone who doesn't do things and someone who tells other people what to do.
I thought she was going to just tie things together all day. Professional not doer.
Mm-hmm. How about that, Reef?
Here is a normal knot. Could you do me a different one?
Can't name a different one. Yes, well done. Aletha has got herself a promotion, and
excellent stuff.
And so she can order people around like this. Maybe when she gets that job, Aletha will turn into a management,
a mega cunt.
Boss cunt.
Yeah,
and can boss like people.
Yeah, it's funny because Aletha and my brother do kind of similar work with coding and apps and shit.
Yes.
And my brother was promoted earlier in the year, and he fucking hates it. He cannot stand being a boss and just wants to go back to being a normal, regular worker.
I have to say, he strikes me as someone that is never going to be a cunt. Do you know what I mean? He is a cunt.
Oh,
well, he maybe is your brother. He's a cunt, but someone who's met him,
all brothers are cunts,
that's
aren't they?
True. Yes, absolutely. But as someone who, I don't know in what lifetime I turn around and go, do you know Ashley? He's a bit of a cunt. Don't you think? It would be like the most objectionable thing I'd ever said. But also for someone who seemed quite mild mannered and totally chill. But I can only imagine the stories from your youth, Jeremy, about the many times when you felt you needed to power slam him for some transgression.
Oh, he was power slammed numerously.
Yeah. Was there ever a time, Jeremy, where you felt like you'd gone too far and he hit his head on something and you were like, there was a move or something?
Yeah, I think the time that I went too far was when I pedigreed him literally through my bed. That wasn't the part where I felt like it had gone too far. It was the point where I walked back through the living room past my dad with a hammer and nails. Like, nothing to see here. I'm taking hammer and nails to my bedroom for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Ignore the large cracking sound that you heard earlier.
I'm just crucifying Ashley in the name of our Lord. Amen.
Yeah. No, I hurt myself more when I tried to spear my brother. He moved out of the way and I headbutted the wall and gave myself a stinger. Yeah. Yeah. My God, I hurt that boy. It shocked me greatly when he turned out to be very intelligent and aced all of his exams and stuff. Like, I dropped him on his head so many times. So many times.
It's like, was your child dropped on their head as a child or like that? It's like, yes, but not by us, you understand, by his brother.
Yeah.
Do you want to just go up?
Yes, we've got some haps and naps, and we need to be able to read them.
I just saw Karis said something.
Yeah. Right, so there's the thing for This Is Happening. Hap from Aletha, 17 hours of board gaming on Bristol.
We went on Bristol, and we went on holiday and went to Bristol briefly.
Why are you saying on Bristol?
I'm just going with it because I can see it there. Mainly because people say, stupid things sometimes.
Right,
I'm
okay.
go with
No, I'm just wondering if it was a thing
no,
that
I don't think it was.
Picked up as a local Bristol thing.
No.
Or whether Aletha had just fucked up.
I think so, but then there was a thing where we're talking about where we say in day and at night, and you don't say at day. And I don't know whether she was just riffing on
I don't say in day either.
I don't remember what it was we were talking about. But we did do 15 of those hours were Ark Nova. Yeah, I played a board game called Ark Nova.
I fucked up.
Because I really wanted to.
Cool.
And it was...
not good?
No, not really.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Hap says, Keris, I got to be part of the National Curriculum Review. Oh, God, this sounds dull. Is this worth reading?
It depends how much you engage with the idea that Karis literally worked with the government this week.
Oh, well, I'm kind of interested. I'll keep reading. I got to be part of the National Curriculum Review and was part of the panel telling the government what education should be about. I really like the family that are buying our house, and I'm super detective. Wow, that is a bit of a week. Yeah, that's true. That was pretty cool. The National Curriculum bit. It's like, right, government, this out, this in.
Yeah,
like the hokey cokey.
So her school, our school, I work there too.
Mm-hmm.
Had the literal government in, and had head teachers from all over the south.
Wow.
And told them what they thought the curriculum should look like, and they probably won't listen. And it was a waste of everyone's time. But still, it's fun to tell them what they're not going to do.
I just find that so true on every walk of life. It's like Captain...
We'll put it out to consultation. Right, I'll just consider that not done then, shall I? Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's been really useful. Right, we're not going to do any of this stuff. Captain Brilliant in his work, which I'm not going to mention, but you all know what he does. Frequently gets asked by his bosses what's going on, and then everyone kind of equivocates and goes, "Oh well, no, it's all fine." And then he goes and he walks in and says, "It's not fine." And he goes, "No, I want to hear what you think, Matt." And Matt goes "Yeah, it's this. We'll get to it. These are all the things that are wrong." And they go, "Okay, cool." And then they just completely ignore it. It gets worse, and by the way, it's driving him up the wall. I don't think there's anywhere which is immune to this.
No, it is everywhere, and it's just, why can't people listen? Have conversations.
There was a reason why you hired me as a professional to do this thing. I'm telling you the professional answer. You have chosen to ignore it. Why not just not tell you next time, or just you can do it if you want.
This is how apathy happens. Yeah, and we had our buyers of our house around on Friday.
Oh yeah.
Which was obviously nerve-wracking because we're like, oh my God, what if they decide that they don't like it anymore and they pull out and we've got to start again? And
Did you make cookies and let them kind of smell around the house?
I made bread.
You made bread?
I made bread so
clever.
that the house smelled of bread.
Just making bread.
And I took the day off to clean the house to an inch of its life, which is a completely normal thing to do, obviously, to not go to work so you can clean your house.
But you know what? But
that's what I did.
You set the printer going on the day before, and it'll just keep
until it runs out of paper.
Yeah,
which is quite quick.
quite quickly because, you know,
Because it prints rapid.
thousands. Is that it? So that's interesting. You've had two impressions of a printer there. My one was a very old style printer, and your one was a more accurate, better printer.
Mm.
My one was like it's, I don't know, a duck's making it internally. That's what it sounded like. Okay, I'll put some more stuff in there.
Feed the duck, damn
Duck,
it.
tell me where the problem is. Tray B. Oh shit, he was right as well. Hap, you guys will like in meeting. What's that? In meeting number 1, play. Oh yeah. I can. Oh yeah, this is something. Aletha does this thing at work.
Yeah.
Where when you host a meeting, you have to use intro music. So she picked in. Everyone has to pick intro music.
Was this her doing, or was she
No, I
just
think it's
engaging with somebody else's idea?
I think it was somebody else's idea.
Okay, still cool, but
Yeah, I don't think it was her that came up with it. But essentially, at work, when it's your time to host the meeting, you hit the button as you start the meeting that plays your intro music, and then you start talking, basically, presumably.
here's the question: what did you use as your entrance music?
What do you think was my first thing? Just like, just quick, like she said, I've got to do intro music, and I said, I do.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Obviously.
Immediately, I was just like glass breaks, like just what?
I mean, unless you're stalling for time, in which case the Undertaker's theme, and then you'll play the music for about 10 minutes, and then you'll eventually like turn on the lights, and there you will be.
Yeah, but by the way, that sounds like such a fun thing to do, is to kind of open a meeting with intro music. I should do that more often at work. I should be like that. Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, you could use like graphical filters and stuff, and your camera is just like a black screen with a picture of a skull, and then all of a sudden it just goes da-dun, 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 meow, and then eventually the thing smashes and your fist comes through it, and then you're like,
That would be
Hi,
so
everyone.
good.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't think this helps remembering what it was. You want to get? I think.
Yeah, if you told us what
was
the
it?
theme
What
was. No. Tell us where the theme is. What was your theme, Aletha? I've got to know.
They came up with it. I think she did. She told me today, I swear. She told me something, but I can't remember what it was now.
They came up with it while I was away, and I found out this morning, 30 minutes before I had to host it. I used Ready for It. What's that one?
I don't know.
Are you ready for this? I
I really wish it was.
I'm not ready, actually.
You ready for this? Beep, 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 beep. Oh! I don't think it was that. What do you? What would everyone's? What if you could pick an intro music to come into a meeting? What would it be?
It would totally depend on the vibe. I think another good one would be the theme from Gladiators. Dun 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 dun.
Is that the theme to Gladiators?
I mean, do you feel the power of the gladiators?
It's Taylor Swift's dark dubstep era. Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. I think we
Does it?
Yeah, for her, because she loves Taylor Swift.
Oh, I thought the Taylor Swift having a dark dubstep era makes no sense. Is kind of what I'm
It's
getting
pretty
at.
good for this until she starts singing. I mean, I immediately reached for wrestling.
Because that's who incepted the entrance theme.
Yes. Yeah.
That's where it came from.
Yeah. I feel like I need to get on this. Yeah. I think it would be good to just start doing it just sometimes, just when you start a meeting. I think what would be good is if someone caught onto this, and when they join the meeting, they play their music to interrupt. It's like, oh my God, that's like whoever my mate is, my mate Matt. That's Matt's music. Matt's music comes in, and people keep playing their music relentlessly. It would be good, and I think for that reason, it would be good to use wrestling music. But no chance. That's what you got.
Can't use that one anymore.
The Benny Hill theme.
Problematic.
Yeah.
Can I go for Richard Cheese's version of People Equal Shit? Yes, you can. Yes, that's a good
Castle of Glass or I Hate My Life. I don't know those.
one. No,
Are they good themes? I'll have to listen to them.
I don't know.
The
those
Benny Hill
either.
theme's good. Benny Hill should play whenever the conversation becomes circular. By the way, that's brilliant. And also, all that makes me think is that's the kind of thing Moat would say. I'm just saying, that's a high compliment. That, like, when you wrote that, I was like, that's the kind of joke that Moat would make. So there you go. It fades in and slowly gets louder as you can't hear the people talking anymore. I should just have a soundboard attached to it. So if anyone does something, I should be like, yeah, it would be so good. I should...
Sales are down in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Fuck did that come from?
You just want whenever anybody, oh yeah, pump it up,
Dig it.
Oh, so good.
Right, I'm going back up in the chat now because we've gone through that a bit of a. My brother put a gardening foot through my foot.
Presumably fork. That's what my brother put a gardening fork through his foot.
I mean, a gardening foot through his foot would be more impressive, but a gardening fork is also pretty impressive.
Used when you want to walk across the garden. Fucking hell! It's like a wrecking ball.
It's the popular name for the welly.
Yes.
When you don't want to say the word welly.
Bring me my gardening foot, Marjorie.
Not those ones, the long ones for the pond.
Like how he has more brain cells than you is surprising, Ashley.
Yes.
He probably would have been a genius if it wasn't for you.
True that. I'm glad that I helped contribute to him not being a genius. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I noticed how clean the sink was. Yes, that was Keris's doing. My level of clean, despite my entire day off cleaning, was not sufficient for Keris, so she re-cleaned the sink.
The cleaning of the sink was really clean.
Yeah, because Keris cleaned it again. Yeah. Which reminds me, I want to leave a little basket of nice things as a welcome to your new house gift. Need ideas to put in it. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Welcome to your house. Welcome to your house.
I don't know that the people who are buying our house will drink. Because
when they realise all the things that are wrong with their house, they're going to need some alcohol.
But they're
the roof.
They're from the Gurkha community.
Yes.
And I'm too ignorant to know whether they drink or not. So
good question. Do Gurkhas drink? Do Nepalese people drink?
Yeah, I don't know. And so that kind of is a thing that needs to be known before we leave them, like, a 6-pack of Carling or whatever.
Just leave them the menu for Golden Gate with a post-it that says you're welcome.
They don't deliver, but it's at the bottom of the road.
Just a £30, a £30 note if you can get it, stuck in there, and just like
a threnner.
A threnner. A threnner. Yeah, I love it. Give him a threnner. DJ. When I used to have virtual DJ software when I first started DJing, there was all these kind of stupid kind of presets that you couldn't really change, and they would just, there was like a siren thing, and one just said DJ. One time when I was DJing, I just hit them all, and I just was playing them relentlessly. Y'all ready for this? Anyway,
the previous owners of my house left me Prosecco, honey, chocolate, tea, and a cute wooden house keyring. Fucking hell, that's more effort than I want to put in, quite frankly.
Sometimes, Jeremy, I think about these things and then I just don't do them. So you could just do that.
I mean, that's my usual brand.
Do you know what I mean? You think about these things, wouldn't it be lovely? And then you just don't do that thing.
Yeah.
One time we went to an Airbnb and I left the guy some beef in the fridge, which was quite nice of me.
Had a beef with the guy.
I did. Well, yes. Well, he's got a beef with me now. Well, not anymore. Maybe he ate it. I mean, I actually accidentally left it behind. It wasn't a gift, but, potato.
Mm. Oh, and a candle for that first toxic shit in your new house.
Yeah.
Right. I think we are up to date.
Air horn. Air ho.
Make them the bread of your people. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Leave them a loaf of bread. Except the bread maker will probably have been long packed before we even consider
bread maker,
leaving.
make me some bread. I think food, I mean, I'm sure they think you're lovely, but I think food, they'll be like, what have they done? I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't think like that, but some people are weird and they might think, what have they done? I don't know. Maybe we should inquire in the community what would be a nice thing. Do you know, there's a little fruit and vegetable shop on Church Road where Captain Brilliant used to, and down from Captain Brilliant.
Yes, on the corner there.
On the corner. Maybe you could go in there and say, what would be good.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to word that without sounding insulting, though. It's like, the people who are buying my house are
like
one of you, so I kind of need some help knowing what, you people like to eat and drink. Get the fuck out.
And they'll be like, yeah, Jeremy, I'm the one buying your house. And you'll be like,
oh. Man.
What do you like? If this was Seinfeld, this is what would happen. If this was Seinfeld or Curb Your Enthusiasm, this is what would happen. Tell them where to get the local Deggy merch. Yeah, well, I got the Deggy merch. I made my curry out of it.
I don't know anything that was just said, but...
Yes. I'm sure we'll work something out.
Yes, yeah. If they're moving into your house, then you'll have unpacked your bread maker in your new house. No, it doesn't work like that. We're all moving on the same day. I don't quite know how it all works when you like all have to move on the same day, because when we first moved into this house, I kept the place that we were renting for another 2 weeks, so we just casually did it. But
Leith has a good idea. Toilet roll. I have to say, there's lots of things that people might need that they don't have on that first day. So maybe things like eggs and bread and things like that. Like staples of stuff which might be good.
pack of staples.
Yeah, staples. For,
No stapler.
Connecting things together. Yeah, have fun with it. Forcing it between pieces of paper with two stones.
Literally nothing, just a single line of staples in the middle of the table.
Enjoy yourself.
With a bow on it.
Maybe you should kind of confuse them and like have all these things that are really random. They're like, I don't know why he's left us. Like the inside of a toilet roll tube, and some staples, and
some sticky back plastic,
and a tube of Smarties. No Smarties.
Yeah.
Toilet roll goes well with baked beans. Baked beans. Get them. Hey, listen, you've got loads of 100th edition baked beans.
It's true. I could leave a DGMS 100 baked bean tin. That's a good idea. Yeah, they're probably expired by now, but you're not supposed to eat them. You're supposed to observe them and then enjoy them. All moving on the same day sounds like when you get a long tetramino and clear 4 lines at once. Once again, I've no idea what the fuck anybody's talking about.
It's a Tetris thing. The long tetramino, the 4 that go straight down on Tetris, and you put it down and it clears 4 lines at once. That's what she's saying. Have you ever played Tetris? Have you played Tetris?
I have. Why are there Tetris words? I don't.
Tetramino is the name of the shapes. The shapes are all tetraminos. You know the different shapes you can get.
I'm familiar with shapes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those shapes. You're familiar with shapes. When I argue, shapes in Tetris are tetraminos. They're not just shapes. Nobody calls them shapes.
But why?
They're called tetraminos.
No, what?
They have names, Jeremy. They have a name, Jeremy. They're called tetraminos.
Tetramino sounds like Sage Bambino's cousin that likes the number 3.
Tetramino sounds like a horse. Tetramino coming on the outside. Tetramino over Beecher's Brook now. I'd love to have a horse. I'd call it Tetramino.
Tetramino is a good horse name. Yeah. I am a shape. La la la.
Yeah. So all of the tetraminos have different shapes. Obviously.
Stop saying tetramino.
I can't. I want to all the time now. And the line, the really helpful line is you leave a gap in
line of tetramino.
That's right. When I was on the plane playing Tetris, it was like that. I was just so in the zone. You'd have thought that I was on something. I was like, okay, I'm going to beat everybody on this plane. Yeah, you make a hole for that until you've built up everything, and then you drop it like it's hot, and it deletes 4 lines all at once.
Right. Why did we talk about this again?
It was a long time ago, and my mind has been wiped like so many tetraminos.
Maybe we should move on to the next segment.
Feliz Navidad. It's Christmas, Jeremy.
It's not Christmas, Alex.
Okay, let's move on then. Where do you want to go from here? Do you want to try some sexy?
Yeah.
juice?
Shall we first confirm that we both have indeed brought the same drink to the party, and then...
Do you want to get a drink? Do you want to just show what drink you've got?
Okay.
And I'm going to go, it's the same!
Okay, right. So, I have brought for us to try...
Is this the segment called Trying Drinks?
Yes, it is indeed the segment that I like to call Where the Fuck is the Button?
That one, Grey.
But, trying drinks, Tetramino?
And this is where we'd play a sting. If we had one!
I posted my Christmas post today. What fucking year is this? It costs you like $1.69 a stamp. Why bother sending anything out for Christmas?
Why have you only got one Christmas post? That doesn't make offence, does it?
Just email people. Just ring them up. Hi, it's Tamsin. Yep. Happy Christmas.
Do one of those shit
Really good
elf
year?
videos with people's faces on them and they dance like that.
Yeah, just email. But it's your face, Tamsin.
Yeah.
We're talking about this with my dad, and he says he doesn't know if he's going to post things this year. And I said, I won't. He said, why not? And I said, because
it's 2024.
I don't give Christmas cards out because it's boring and nobody gives a fuck. And it costs money, and it costs even more money. Like, you can't email crocheted ornaments.
Not with that attitude.
Okay, if you're sending presents, I understand if you're sending presents. If it's just Christmas card post, the fuck, frankly.
Yeah, I might make my own Christmas card this year.
Yeah?
I work in a printer.
Do you know what? I've always liked the idea. You know how like you get these people who make Christmas cards, like I don't know, Prince Charles,
and them in front of the fireplace with their family.
Yeah,
like with a cup of cocoa.
I'd like to do one of those things. Well, I did do a Christmas card one time, which was
I remember it.
The one that
good.
Brogan. That was like the only time I've sent Christmas cards out because like they were pretty cool, and I felt it'd be nice to send people thanks stuff. But, yeah.
Anyway, would you like to know what the drink is?
What drink is it, Jeremy?
Okay, I have brought for us to drink Coca-Cola Oreo flavour.
Oh my god. Can I just tell you now, we do not have the same thing.
Excellent. That's two things that are going to ruin our guts today.
Okay. Coca-Cola. Now, I have to say, a friend of mine has tried this.
Yeah.
And reports that it's not that great.
I mean, it doesn't sound great. I like Oreo. I like Coke Zero. Do I think those things go together?
No.
No.
I'll tell you what, Jeremy.
It's got a pretty can.
I happen to have these two cups, Jeremy. And look, they're Christmassy, Jeremy, because it's Christmas already. This is from Strasbourg, Jeremy.
Cancel everything. The show's
cancelled. The
cancelled.
Capitale de Noël. Oh, there you go.
The Capitale de Noël
yes.
is N.
Capitale de Noël.
Yeah, it's N.
Jeremy, it's Christmas. That's why I've got the Christmas things. This one is also Christmassy. It's got stars and shit on it. Oh, such a happy Christmas time. These have mulled wine in it. That's like the patron drink of
Oh, I need to get some mulled wine for Thursday.
Do they fucking jingle that? They do! They jingle! They fucking jingle! Anyway, I'm just so happy that we're going to drink a drink in the Christmas cup. So do you want to bust that shit open?
Beer. Money.
I don't need too much of this.
No. Remember the cinnamon.
Oh, sorry. Yes, thank you. I've not forgotten the cinnamon.
There you go. Just the tip.
Just the tip. I actually got two of the thing that...
Oh my God, it smells good.
It did not smell good. We had two different reactions. When
I like the smell.
That, I smelt it. I was like, oh, fuck off. I was just immediately...
Oh, okay. Right.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Tetramino. Cheers.
Cheers, old chap. Oh, fuck off. No, I don't like that. If it's not been made clear, I'm not a fan. Oh, Jesus, no.
I fucking like this.
No, stop it. I haven't even had any. Don't drink this. Was it Yeetor? In the words of Mechalicus, it's very vanilla-y.
Just going back for more.
It tastes better than it smells, I'll say that. Thank you, that's enough. Have we finally found something Alex won't drink?
It is enough, because it's gone.
Jez wants some Oreo.
I do want some Oreo. I quite like this. It's a shame it's limited edition. This, unlike cherry flavoured goat, I think would go really well with some spiced rum. That would make it really nice and warm.
Actually, I tell you what, it has a spice rum quality in of itself. It's got that vanilla-y sweetness that Sailor Jerry has, is what it tastes like.
Yeah.
I have to say.
And it does taste like Oreos a bit.
Yeah.
I can see it. Is it zero sugar? It is.
I have to say,
it's Coke Zero Oreo.
this is probably the closest drinking Sailor Jerry without any alcohol.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Do you know what I mean?
I do. Yeah, original Sailor Cherry, not
Yeah.
that new shit that they sell
If
now.
you drank this, you could quite believe.
Cookie flavor, sparkling, low calorie soft drink with sweeteners.
Max Smaku, Zero Kukuru.
Let's just say words that Jez doesn't understand.
It was I think it was the Croatian Pepsi Max that Matt Moat had one time. Instead of saying full flavor, no sugar, it was maximum taste, zero sugar. In the I think it was in the Croatian version or the Czech version of Pepsi Max was Max Smaku, Zero Kukuru. And it's just something that because he obviously loves Pepsi Max, so Max Smaku, Zero Kukuru.
Now, I'm also intrigued by something else that is on this can. There is a QR code, and it says, scan here to enter bestie mode. And I don't know what the fuck that is, but now I kind of want to know.
I want to enter bestie mode.
Would you like to enter bestie mode? Should we all enter bestie mode together?
Yeah, take a photo of it.
I'm just gonna hold it up to the camera.
Oh
and
yeah,
these
go on,
guys
then.
can
Good
scan
idea.
it. Get ready to scan this with your QR code.
Get ready to enter
with your
bestie
phones.
mode. I'm going to talk because he can't, but yeah, that's pretty good. See if you can get the... I don't know what I'm doing. No, I don't either. Hold it closer to the camera, it'll pick it up. He says it doesn't pick him up immediately.
That's as good as you get.
Can you scan that? Max Scanu, Zero Kukuru.
Yeah.
Try and become a bestie.
I will now scan it and try and become a bestie. None of them are chatting, which suggests they're all trying to scan it.
This, Jeremy, would you like the rest of this? Good. I'm going to wash that out.
And I'm going to drink it. Nope. All right, Tamsin, fuck off then. Let me have a go. What is it? Let's see. I've scanned it.
I did it. It was meh.
It was meh. Besties for a limited time.
You're not besties if it's for a limited time.
Oh, mate.
By definition.
So, in addition to there being Oreo-flavoured Coke Zero, you can also buy Coca-Cola-flavoured Oreos. Like...
I understand.
As in the Oreo biscuit, but it's a proper crossover, back and forth.
I like
just,
it.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, I don't like either of these ideas, but I like the concept.
Use the map to find where you can grab yours before it's too late. I mean, there is a problem with this marketing in that I have to have it in order to scan it. So I've already got it before I find it, which is the reverse of what they want.
Hey, Joe. Welcome in. I was trying to work out what BFFALT means.
BFFALT.
Find out what it means to me, literally. Why would anyone want Oreo Coke Zero?
Because
this sounds
it
awful.
tastes...
It is awful.
No, it tastes
Thank you,
great.
Joe.
It's fucking
it's
incredible. Yeah.
It's terrible.
You're already halfway there. Yeah, I know, but I definitely want the Oreos.
Living on a prayer, eh, Karis? Yes, no, Joe, it is... Well, we both tasted it, and I think it's horrible, and he really likes it.
I really like it.
Do you really like it?
I mean, it was very obvious after 0.3 seconds that neither of us liked the Coca-Cola cinnamon flavour. That was horrible.
That was a very interesting reaction straight away to this, though.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had a very...
Because I just smelled it and was like, ooh. Yeah. No, I dig it.
This is what happens when you let Gen Z make stuff.
No, Gen Z never made this.
Darren, what flavour of Coke would you like to see?
Look at this can. That was made by an emo. Look at it. That is an emo can.
Welcome to the Black Parade. Son, can you drink me? I don't want to.
I was trying to think of some lyrics that I could quickly parody, but nothing came. Yeah.
Sorry, my hearing just disappeared for a moment. No idea what caused that. It was probably my Bon Jovi.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Bon Jovi,
Okay, yeah.
Vanilla Coke is god tier. This is quite vanilla-y, actually.
This is very vanilla-y. Yeah.
Is Vanilla Coke god tier? I mean, why do people try to make non-core things? Like, the core drink is good. But I mean, it's their main product. Don't keep making mango.
Oh,
and tangerine
I
flavour.
thought you meant the shit stable that was a spin-off of the Nexus.
I think you know that I didn't mean that.
I don't think I do.
I have Coke with a hint of lemon aftershave. Of course you do. Of course you do. You always struck me as a Lynx man.
Smoky bacon Coke. That would be pretty fucking awesome.
Stop. Oh my god, can you imagine smoky bacon Coke?
I mean, I made that bacon vodka.
Yeah, that was good.
I could make bacon Pepsi
Bacon
Max.
me angry.
I could make bacon Pepsi Max by the same process, probably.
Smoky bacon Coke. I used to love, but I still love smoky bacon crisps. So maybe I'd like that.
What is it with Tesco not selling smoky bacon crisps? Have you noticed?
I have. Have you ever noticed? I haven't noticed that, no.
Yeah.
I've not noticed that.
Every time I go to any Tesco for the last 10 years, they don't sell Walker's smoky bacon crisps. You can still get fucking roast chicken that nobody fucking wants because they're bullshit.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
But
it's strange because I think chicken should be great because chicken's good.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work as a crisp, maybe.
No, they're fucking awful.
I used to have bacon wheat crunches every day of my primary school packed lunch eating life.
You can't get wheat crunches either, though. Like, you got to go to Morrison's for
And
wheat
this is where
crunchies.
Alita will say, like, spicy is better, but it isn't. I'm telling you now. Bacon wheat crunches every day from Rochford's. Classic. I'm doxing myself from where I lived, 30 years ago.
Frazzles. You can get Frazzles from Tesco. Do you remember when we ate all of those bacon crisps?
Oh, yeah. Well, I know that you like bacon, and we would like trying them all out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should try something like that.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah. This is good, though. I'm digging it. I'm intrigued to know what yours is, but I think we should save it for a little bit later.
Okay, we'll save it. We'll drink it later.
Maybe after our next segment.
Meat-flavoured crisps are all vile. Hot take. I'll stick to original hula hoops. Original flavour stuff. This is what I'm talking about. The core stuff. If you make a product like a Kit Kat, and it's your basic Kit Kat, it's always going to be better. And then they go, oh, do you know what? I'm going to make an orange one. And then people sometimes like it and people don't. And then it goes away again. But the classic is always the best. So when you divert, when you mutate, is what I'm saying, from the norm, I think it's often bad. And probably not always bad. But anytime someone goes, do you know, I've had a bright idea, best option in that board meeting is to say, don't. Don't have a bright idea. Just don't have a bright idea. And I think this about Oreo. That's what I'm saying. So, except Whisper Gold. That's fair. Not everything. Sometimes things win and become core. Like Pepsi Max, obviously, they went, we want to make Pepsi Max. And they went Pepsi Max Cherry, which not everyone likes, but I do.
But you do.
I do.
So, basically, everything you've just said is nonsense.
Correct. So, now...
Glad we could clear that.
In my head, it makes perfect sense.
Now, let's move forwards.
Please.
I'm going to choose the segment.
Yeah, let's go there.
Because I've already hovered over the button
Do
and
it.
I'm too lazy to move my finger anywhere else.
Except
It's the
downwards.
segment that we like to call, speaking of meaty, going viral. Your laptop is getting a bit warm since I forgot my fan.
That's fine.
It'll manage. It'll work it out. We're still here. We haven't dropped any frames.
No.
I'm saying things that are very jinxy. Let's touch wood. Right. We haven't done going viral in a while. Quite frankly, the world has been a dull place without any humour whatsoever.
Indeed.
But now, here today, I'm here to change that.
People are making noises in the stream. They don't like that. They don't like that sting, Jeremy.
What's
that
sting?
that you beautifully... I don't know. Remind me?
This one.
You know, it's the kind of... It's the kind of bit where he goes... Blip, 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 blip. He goes,
I was so proud of that when I mixed it together. I was like, this is disgusting. I fucking love it.
It just sounds like a cauldron. I don't mind it. Joe is up when we are down and left when we are right.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hates tasty crisps, loves horrible noises. Good for you, Joe.
Joe's the best.
It's the last farty bit.
It's the... I don't know why I'm being Patrick Moore doing an impression of it. Anyway.
Now, this week's going viral, or at least one of them,
Yes.
very much leans into your hobbies, interests, dreams, goals, sensibilities.
Warhammer.
No.
Okay.
The thing that is hashtagged on the regular.
Oh, God. Is it religion?
It is God. Yes.
God!
Yes. So I'm going to give you the title of this story. The Pope, correct. I'm going to give you the title of this story, and then you're going to tell me what it is
Okay.
before I give you the actual answer.
I'll do my best.
Okay. Vatican unveils new cartoon mascot for the Catholic Church. This is 100% real, 100% legit. It is happening. Vatican unveils new cartoon mascot for the Catholic Church.
Yeah, because that's what the Catholic Church needed to assuage all those people who have massive issues with the years of fucking bullshit that the Catholic Church has pumped out. Is a fucking happy ghost like Casper, only it's going to be like the Holy Spirit. That's probably what it is, right? It's just like a happy Holy Spirit. No, it's the entire Trinity as 3 different mascots.
What,
and
the
then,
one from The Matrix?
Yes.
All of just
Yes.
her?
Carrie
that,
Carrie Moss. Or
that
whatever
would get
her
me
name.
to go to church, I've got to be
If
honest.
she turns up in her outfit.
Like you, church. Like,
Yeah.
yes, mummy.
Oh, I just like, yeah, absolutely, 100%. No, unfortunately, the Holy Trinity, it's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and there are individual mascots, but when they get together, they form one, like a Gestalt Power Rangers-esque mascot.
I was going to say, it's like a Megazord of...
Which is what the Trinity is.
It is,
It's
yeah.
like a Megazord for the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
You can Alex for Pope the shit out of me for that one. Is it that, Jeremy, that it's 3... is it a Trinity-based mascot? That's the real thing.
It is not.
Can
It obviously has,
it obviously
very,
wasn't that.
very... well,
No, that's very obvious.
no, I don't even think obviously. I
would have
I think
enjoyed
when you are having a new cartoon mascot for the Catholic Church, all bets are off, quite
Oh,
frankly.
you better believe it. The fact that they've done it at all is amazing. Transformers. It's Transformers. I can't even think of.
Yeah.
It's so
Okay,
good.
so rather than guessing what
I
you
could guess
think
all
it
day.
is, what would you do? What would you do?
I'd apologise for years of church mismanagement.
What would your mascot
what
for
would
the
my mascot
Catholic
be?
Church be?
Well-
I feel like I've asked you this on the show before, but I can't
I
remember
don't
what
know,
your
but
answer
like,
was.
I mean, if it isn't Jesus, who the fuck is it? I mean, like, but a mascot. It can't have Jesus as the mascot.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Jesus is the mascot of all of the Christian
He surely
churches, right?
is the mascot, but maybe some sort of
Crossy.
mascot. I just like some sort of the concept, like a wafer with arms and legs, but he'd end up looking a bit like Pac-Man. You know, the kind of the host, the communion wafer, but with a mouth and with arms and legs, and you'd be a bit confused as to whether the mouth of the wafer was then going to eat other wafers in some sort of wafer cannibalization. That would be weird. My head, that's hilarious, by the way, but ridiculous. I don't know. Some sort of eternal life mascot would be good. People really need to double down on that sort
And
of
how do you...
Eric the Eternal Life.
How do you make a pictorial form of eternal life?
It's a really good question. What it'd be like is when you look into a mirror that's facing another mirror, and that you look at yourself and it all goes back and back and back and back and back. Do you know that? You're aware of that?
Yeah, like
that phenomenon?
like Streamception.
Yeah. It'd be like that.
Like when you open OBS and screenshot OBS
That's
on
it.
So-
And as it looks, it kind of like be like that. So it would be a mascot that is a mascot and a mascot and a mascot on itself, back and back and back and back and back. But a puppet.
Crossy. Looks like you're trying to confess your sins. Would you like some help with that? That is excellent.
Oh, Crossy.
I love that.
Crossy. Looks like someone's trying to carry me and it's fallen over.
Mary masturbating with a crucifix. We'll put a pin in that one.
This is when my dad joins in. Alex, I've decided it'll be the first time. And I'm like, fucking, a mascot of the Trinity. Mary. Oh, I can't do it. Is it an animated candle like the animated paperclip? Well, there you go. So everyone's going down the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
Angie the Angel. Angie is a good name if you're an angel. One with a Magian? One with a Magian? Okay, look, we're not close, are we? It's not going to be Eric the Eternal Life.
No,
it's not
we're
going to be
not close.
Crossy. Crossy is the best. Though.
Quite strangely, the closest anyone has got is Karis asking, is it a Magikarp?
Unbelievable. It's a fish.
It's not a fish, but the themes are similar.
Because ichthus is the kind of is the fish kind of symbol.
Is ichthus when you're sick at Christmas?
Yes, that's it.
It's
You've been eating
ichthus.
too much food.
You got the ick about
Yeah,
Christmas.
that's
It's
right.
ichthus.
Is it vibes? Good vibes.
Very good vibes.
I'm picking up good
Good
vibrations.
vibes only.
I'm picking up good vibrations. Oh my god. All of this stuff is really good. Can we just clip this bit so I can do it as a bit at some point later? Because there's probably some good jokes in here. Okay. Who I can't believe. Oh, Pokemon. Gotta bless them all. You know what I mean? Pokemon.
Shall I read the article?
Is it
I
even
can show
needed?
you the pictures. Okay, here we go. The Vatican has unveiled a new mascot for the Catholic Church
Stop.
in the hope of engaging young people.
I think, listen, I just can't. There's too many. I can't make that sort of joke. I'm sorry. Look, you are. Fuck. Too much. This is too much. I can't believe this is happening.
I mean, that is literally correct. There was too much engaging of young people in the past, and now you need to
Oh my
engage
God.
less with young people.
What? Nobody. Oh, they're right though. Nobody gives a shit about the Catholic Church, so you probably. I mean, it's certainly young people don't care.
Yeah,
we can't all be Christian-loving teens like yourself, Jeremy. You know what I mean?
It's true. Yeah.
Or myself.
I did try Catholicism. It was too cold. They didn't have heaters.
That's true. True that.
In the hope of engaging young people, a cartoon character named Luce.
Loose.
Luce.
Luce.
Correct.
Thank God for that. By the way,
Luce.
someone's messaged
Also,
me.
what some of the young people who previously engaged in the Catholic Church were.
I got a message. It's from Stephen. Stop talking about the Catholic Church. Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Seriously, that's amazing.
I mean, listen. It had to happen eventually. Listen, we're just telling the truth here. Just thing popped right up on my.
You're not the brother of me, Stephen. I'll keep going. Right, I might need help with some of these names, but this one sounds like a Formula One driver, so I'll be okay.
Vettel.
Archbishop Reno Fisher-Keller. It is.
Sounds reasonable.
Fisher-Keller. Let's see. Fisher.
Yeah, sounds
It's
right.
probably like Fisher-Keller, but I'm going to go with Fisher-Keller.
Lucy for Lucifer. Yeah, Will, what the fuck, man? No.
Yeah.
You can't call it loose. Unless they're talking like Footloose. And they're all going to go into a big dance routine like Kevin Bacon.
It will be explained where the name
comes.
comes from very shortly.
Okay.
Archbishop Reno Fisher-Keller, the Vatican's chief organizer for the church's upcoming Jubilee year, said the mascot was created, quote, from the desire to enter into the world of pop culture, so beloved by our young people. Named after the Latin word for light, the mascot was designed by Simone Legno. I think they spelled Lego wrong, but never mind. The Italian co-founder of the lifestyle brand Tokidoki, which was inspired by Japanese culture. He also designed Luce's pilgrim friends, Fi, Jin, and Sky.
You're just saying words, Jeremy. It's
Welcome to my world, the rest of this fucking stream.
I've lost. Hey, I was close with Candle. I've just. You were, because it's a light. You're right, absolutely. So loose is based on, what did they say? The Latin word?
The Latin word for light.
Light.
Yes.
Probably because it's derived from Lucifer, and they should have fucking fact-checked that shit before picking the villain of the entire of the Catholic Church as their mascot.
I mean, every face needs a heel, right?
They do.
Yeah.
They probably should make their mascot someone good.
I mean, Luce and Lucifer, like the Brothers of Destruction, that's years of rivalry right there.
Be more loose. Bow and bow and bow and bow and bow.
Probably shouldn't do that, yeah.
Been working.
So basically, the Catholic Church went and spoke to children. Was like, what are kids like these days? And everyone was like, anime? Like, right, cool, let's do an anime Catholic character. Go.
I can't help feeling like the Catholic Church has kind of tried to come into the 21st century in the way that, like, Steve Buscemi does in that kind of Hello Fellow Kids kind of way. Where it's like, with the pop culture so adored by young people of these days, you know, just like finger so far from the fucking pulse. It's just like, what are kids like? mascots.
Yeah, I mean, the phrase "so beloved by our young people" really screams on the cutting edge.
Right?
So beloved by our young people.
By young people.
What do the young people love?
They went out into St. Mark's Square and said, well, hey, kid, what do you like? Pokemon? Right, what do you like? Anime? Right, okay, we've got enough.
We need something Japanese. Let's
Focus
do it.
group done. Let's get back inside before anybody sees us.
Now, prepare for further cringe. The Archbishop described Luce's design features as, quote, the typical elements of the pilgrim.
The typical elements of the pilgrim.
Yes.
What are the elements of the pilgrim?
Well, I'll tell you, Alex.
Thank you.
Pointing to her shining eyes and symbol of the hope of the heart.
I mean,
those certainly are words that are
cute,
strung together. Yeah.
I see now in a way what they're trying to do with it. If it's part of like the anniversary year or whatever it was they said, like the Olympic Games or any games, they come up with a mascot to support that. I kind of get behind that a bit more than what I thought they were doing, which is like, we need the Catholic Church to be cool. Now here's a fluffy toy you can all buy.
I mean, it kind of is both.
Yeah. If it was that, I'm just like, oh my God, what the fuck are you doing? But if they're saying we have an event coming up and we're trying to kind of mascotify it, I'm kind of okay with that. I don't have so much of a problem, but it's still kind of like pretty fucking crazy.
Last quote from the Vatican. The image, they can't even call it a mascot, the image represents a happy union between Christian symbols and Japanese culture.
Why Japanese culture?
Because that's the kids fucking love anime,
kids
man.
love in Japan. And hey, listen, I'm with them.
Yeah, it's cool, but like, I'm not going to go, oh, cool, yeah, I really enjoyed this week's My Hero Academia. I'm going to go to church.
Yes, right?
Those two things don't go together.
Is a Roman Catholic hero. What they need is a TV show.
Catholic manga.
Catholic, right, yeah. An anime that is basically just the Catholic Church.
Jesus in Japan.
This writes itself.
Yeah.
I don't know if it should necessarily be Jesus himself or like a character that I know either later becomes Jesus or is largely some sort of spiritual character who beats up bad guys. I mean, everything in anime is good guy beats bad guys and they're all evil, dark, evil shit.
Judas tries to survive in Japan after betraying Jesus. The samurai descend on him and try to fuck him up.
The tomb of Jesus is in this area of Japan. We could have gone to see it. A real tomb of Jesus, because he didn't die in Galilee. He went out and died and was buried in Japan. So go and check that place. And we never got there, unfortunately.
I mean, my geography is not great, I will admit, but those places seem not close to each other.
No, you would think that, and you would be correct. I do think that if they want to do this, they need a TV series which represents in this kind of, it's a bit like, I mean, you know how C.S. Lewis is massively Catholic and the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe is all kind of very symbolic of Christianity. If you could tap that in a similar way in an anime, then you could do this kind of thing where it's like, and then when they go to defeat, it's like just blazing light just coming out of your chest and all these things get fucking killed.
Yeah, I don't think there are very many like Christian animes. Yeah, there's definitely a niche
that is a niche. We need to come up with a name for some sort of thing like that, where like every week there's some sort of evil shit, and then they turn up and they just like blades of blazing light, and just like that's what they should do, but they haven't done that.
They have not. No. I'm just going to go to this page so that I can show you the image. Are you ready?
Yes. Do we look blurry on that?
No. I don't think so.
No, it's my eyes that are wrong.
Right, I've got the mascot itself, and I've got in a very cringy here it is kind of way this Fisher Keller unveiling the thingy. I can't remember which one's which because I labelled them 1 and 2. Hopefully,
I thought you were going to say you don't know which one's which between which one's the Archbishop and which one is the mascot.
Which one's the mascot? Yeah, that was my initial issue, but
you worked that out. Well, let's see if you can work out which one is Fisher Keller and which one is Luce.
There you go.
Fisher Keller on the left there,
looking like Kenny from South Park.
That's pretty cute. So it's very kawaii, very cute. Now, I don't know what Luce is holding there. It looks like is it a she holding some fries? I mean, I'm far away from this.
Some fries.
That's the way. Listen, kids love McDo.
It's a trident or a shepherd's hook, is it?
This is
shepherd's
what
crook.
they've gone with. to get kids into church.
I mean, you're going to get British kids with this because raincoat and it's always fucking damp here. So there's that.
It's not very specific. Are they trying to go, like, don't rewrite the Hello Kitty. It ain't going to happen. These things come along. You can't just put big eyes on something. It's like a thumbstick. Worse than the Jaguar rebrand. Not that I know anything about Jaguar and how it was rebranded. It's holding a staff and has got shoes and like a raincoat with pockets. Because they're a pilgrim. They're about to embark on a walk to somewhere. A pilgrimage is going from where you are to somewhere far away in the name of your faith. So I do kind of get what
you probably will encounter some weather doing that.
You're going to encounter weather. You've got to be ready for weather. And if it gets sunny, just put it back. The cross blends into her jacket so much that it could just be any chibi.
It could just be any chibi, yeah. It does look like generic Japanese character.
I think this could have been made on Fiverr. Do you know what I mean?
Made for a Fiverr. Yeah. Here you go. Let's make this a bit bigger. Bye, Alex.
See you later.
Oh, bye me as well.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I think that actually looks pretty cool.
It does look pretty cool. Is it going to make any difference and engage young people? No.
I just think you're going to get a lot of shit for this Catholic Church. I just don't know. I don't know. I mean, listen, you can't do both things. If you kind of say the Catholic Church is stuffy and outdated, you should do something, and the moment they do, shit on it. I do know that this is kind of what the show is about, but in realistic terms, I think it's fair you've got to do this. But it is still a little bit ridiculous. I'm a little bit more... Listen, I have seen worse like mascots and logos. I mean, I was never a fan of our 2012 Olympics logo.
No, it was bullshit as well.
So like, I couldn't get on board with that at all. And I think in Japan for next year, there is a kind of blue and red crazy Expo kind of mascot.
Well, the Loose will also be the Vatican's mascot for Expo 2025 in Osaka, Japan, where the Holy See, which you will know is the governing body of the Catholic Church,
I do know that,
will host a pavilion in collaboration with Italy. The Catholic Church and the entire country of Italy, apparently.
I mean, yeah.
Every last one of the Italians.
It's engaging Alex, apparently. I don't know. I just kind of...
Including Tetraloni or whatever the fuck he said earlier.
Tetramino. It's in the north of Italy. I don't know. It's growing on me. It does look kind of like Fisher Keller is going to be puppeteering Loose at some point. I can't believe they've called it Loose.
It's like, ta-da! Here it is.
I am young. I am young.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Well, there you go.
Loose. I can't believe it. It's kind of like, you can't call it Loose. You can't call it Loose. It's just, by the way, if Loose does a massive heel turn turns into the devil, that is going to be some fucking...
Oh man, turning that character into an evil character is going to be so fucking easy.
Honestly.
Let's go back to this for a second.
That was really good.
Well, I've got another one.
Oh my goodness. We managed to make quite a lot out of that one. A lot of hay.
Yeah. This one is not quite as religious, I'm sorry to tell you.
That's okay, but that was fucking incredible. Well done for finding that. Was amazing. I didn't know at all.
I thought you'd like that. Yeah. Now I'm going to be a bit sheepish with this one as well and reveal something at the end because it worked for me last time and I'm going to stick with it. So the headline here:
yes,
banana duct taped to a wall sells for redacted at auction.
Oh my god. What's wrong with the world? The world's fucked.
Yeah, wait for it. A banana duct taped to a wall has sold for redacted at an auction in New York.
Stop.
The conceptual art piece, called Comedian, became a viral sensation after Italian artist Mauricio Catalan, which I've probably pronounced correctly, obviously, debuted at Art Basel, Miami Beach in 2019. Festival goers tried to make out whether the single piece of fruit stuck to a white wall with silver tape was a joke or a cheeky commentary on questionable standards among art collectors. At one point, someone even took the banana off the wall and ate it.
Someone who?
So that
Sometimes it's weird. Sometimes you really want that no more oil guys to turn up and chuck stuff over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Where are they when we need
Where are they
them?
when you need them? What are they? I don't actually know what they're called, but there's something called like just no more oil or
Just stop oil.
just
or
stop
something.
oil.
Yeah.
Where are those fucking just stop oil pricks when you actually need them?
They're sat in front of a fucking ambulance or something.
Just like
Obtuse.
the world, the fucking just stop oil sign went up in the world. You could have. Someone needs us. Someone needs us to drop orange paint over something. Where were you when we put a banana on the wall? Hopeless.
Banana duct tape.
You'll try and do it over sunflowers, a legitimately excellent piece of art. But this comes along and you'll know where to be fucking seen? Hopeless.
Yeah. So that was in 2019. Now, Justin Sun, founder of cryptocurrency platform Tron, has paid, redacted, at an auction for a certificate of authenticity that gives him the authority to duct tape a banana to a wall and call it comedian. So he hasn't even got the original piece of art.
Because that's like, A, been eaten, and the remains have probably rotted away to nothing.
Yeah.
Because it's a fucking banana.
And the rest of it was some duct tape and a piece of paper.
So he has got a certificate of authentication.
Of authenticity, yes.
Yeah, that's the actual word. Thank you. From presumably the artist to say, yes, I give you my blessing, son. Your banana and your duct tape may be called what my art was also called.
Correct.
Which is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Correct. But this is coming from somebody who founded a cryptocurrency platform. And it's probably
world
to
is
blame for
collapsing
some
around
of
our
those
ears.
NFT bullshit things. Yeah, this is basically a fungible NFT. So an NT. A fungible token.
Well, I am fungible.
Yeah. Fungible is what you get if you don't wash for a while. You get fungible under the pits.
Been given like the license to recreate a piece of work and just call it the same thing, which by definition it can't possibly be called, because the point of this art is it's just individual.
The idea of art is that it is unique.
It's
yes.
unique.
Yeah.
If you're saying, oh yeah, you can also paint some sunflowers and call it sunflowers, I'll let you do that, is just nonsense. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I mean, the only benefit of all of this is that this bloke, Justin Sun, has clearly been taken for a mug for a lot of money, and I endorse that.
Oh,
quite
yeah.
frankly.
So the bit that you're redacted, you know the price, right? This hasn't been redacted from your point of view. You know.
I am redacting it.
You
yes.
are redacting it.
Yes.
In the hopes that we will guess it.
Correct.
Oh, God.
Mm.
Welcome in, Ellie.
I'm going to give you a tidbit to get the party started
tidbit.
in a moment. Let me finish reading about it. I'll even show you it, and then we can guess how much he paid for it. No Googling, you bunch of cunts.
No, nobody's going to do it. It's only Harmstone and Wood.
Yeah. So, Mr. Sun said, comedian, that's the art he has now created based on the other art, called the art that you represents a cultural phenomenon that bridges the worlds of art, memes, and the cryptocurrency community.
Why is it anything to do with the cryptocurrency community?
Because he founded a cryptocurrency platform, and those cunts just have to stick
Like,
their nose in everywhere.
Art and memes I could almost get on board with. Art, definitely, because at least we're saying it's art, even if we don't believe this new version is. But I can see why art and memes, but it's a bit like holding, if you ran, I don't know, a farm and then just being like, and the farming community, because that's what I happen to be. Just like, how is cryptocurrency anything to do with this? And aside from the fact that the art is clearly bollocks. Oh my God.
Perhaps it's that the cryptocurrency community rip off a bunch of people who are too fucking stupid to know they're being ripped off. And now they have been ripped off themselves and are too stupid to know that they've been ripped off. Perhaps that's the link.
Maybe.
Yeah. But the latest version won't last long.
Because someone's eating it again?
Because he's going to eat it.
Oh.
Additionally, in the coming days, I will personally eat the banana as part of this unique artistic experience.
But it's not unique, because you did it. It's been done before. Somebody else ate the first one. There's nothing unique about doing the same thing twice. Do you not know what the meaning of the word unique is? When someone does it a third time, will it still be unique? Oh, God, this annoys me.
Is it less unique or fewer unique? That's the question.
Fewer unique. Too unique.
Too unique.
It's very unique.
Okay, are you ready? The Sotheby's auction saw bidding start at $800,000.
Shut your fucking mouth.
And increased to redacted within minutes.
You say 800,000?
$800,000 US dollars was the starting price. Increasing to redacted within minutes. With the auctioneer joking, don't let it slip away.
Oh, I want to murder people. Everyone in this is the worst, including us for reading it and you for listening. So everybody
There it is.
Such a... What are you doing? Are you laughing? What are you laughing at? Are you laughing at the fact the world is fucked and you're part of it? Fucking hell. Oh, shit. Everybody put a guess as to how much it went for.
Yeah, so they literally started the bidding at $800,000.
It's going to be less than that. Sorry, it's going to be more than that is what I mean to say. It's not going to be less than that.
It should be less than that. Yeah.
Did we slip into Am I the arsehole?
How much do you think
Don't
that
say
this,
slip, Karis. You're as bad as them.
that this art, it's not even the art, the right to use this art that isn't the original art.
The right to use the art, which isn't even original.
Yeah, the right to recreate the art.
Do you
How
know
much
what?
did they pay for it?
Can I just say, they made some art, which presumably they might have sold the actual art at the time, but the selling of the rights, let's hope it outweighed the price that the person gets. Because if the person makes second art off the first one and makes more money from it, that's pretty galling for the original artist. All we had to, in fact, easiest fucking payday they've ever had, frankly. Because you've got to subtract that, anyway, it doesn't really matter.
Considering it wasn't really art in the first place. It was a banana fucking duct taped to a wall.
Oh my god! Do you know sometimes you're working really hard and all these people go on Twitch and whatever, and they get like hundreds and thousands of people watching them, and they're doing nothing. In some cases, they're just sitting around, literally doing nothing, just sitting on there.
Yeah,
and they're making all this stuff. And you've got other people who have gone out. Those guys panning for gold we were watching the other day, who have got a TV series, and we don't have a TV series, and they're literally doing nothing. And the world is full of terrible cunts, all doing nothing and making money out of it. It just makes me feel very fucking sad. But anyway, $14 million says Hannah. Anybody else?
2 million, said Tamsin.
Someone's firstborn son. Very Jewish. Says Joe.
I would totally sell my firstborn son for a wall banana. What if it was bacon flavoured, Joe, then? Would you want any part of it then?
Oh, I can't.
Yeah.
I better join in this.
Yes, absolutely.
It's going to be in the millions, but I can't. I have to say, I think it's higher than 2 million and lower than 14 million. So, I'll say $8 million.
Okay.
Everyone else isn't joining in either because they're so stunned into silence at how ridiculous this is, or they just don't give a shit, which is the correct response.
There's a lot of careful calculations that need to go into their estimating.
Oh yeah, that is true.
So maybe they're waiting.
Knowing Alex, he will say 2,000,001. That is what I did when you bid on the the sweets in a jar. Oh, by the way, though, Tamsin, did you know that I mentioned that I got the sweets in the jar spot fucking on at this year's Family Fun Day.
Yeah,
I just got it on the fucking money. It was incredible. Best I've ever done. Actually, no, I think I've got it right before. Not on that one though. Anyway, I'm slipping away.
he's peaked.
I peaked. Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
The cost
Stop.
paid for at auction for the banana duct tape
Oh my
right
God,
to
this is the
recreate, called Comedian.
worst.
6.2 million US dollars.
Oh fuck me.
Which is 4.9 million pounds for those that don't speak dollars.
6.2
million dollars.
Someone saw them coming. I was closest though. Am I a winner?
Fuck a fucking duck.
Just our lives are meaningless.
No, Alex, you're not a winner. There are no winners.
There are no winners
here
this week on Takeshi's Castle. Everything that is happening in the world is pointless. Our lives are meaningless. Existence is a sham. Everyone do what they want forever. That's the message I'm hearing. You want to get drunk, get drunk. Everything is meaningless. Nothing means anything anymore. I've lost my will to do anything. This is insane.
Yeah, we are the
Everything's
Borg.
broken.
Existence is futile.
Oh, fuck Shed Store, man. The fuck is... As Keris would say, Jeebs.
Jeebs. Yeah. Speaking of shed store, my neighbours moved my shed yesterday.
Without your... You came in and it's in their garden now. More
No.
fool them, frankly. There's no felt in it.
No, with my permission.
Okay.
They're building their own outbuilding.
Ah.
I think he's building a little gym. Looks very good, actually. But in order to like properly affix the roof to that side and render the side properly, they needed my shed to not be in the fucking way. So he's like, could we just shove it over? I'm like, good fucking luck. There's a lot of heavy shit in it. Like, okay, can we empty it, move it, do the stuff, put move it back, put the stuff back in? Like, yeah, guy, knock yourself out. What the fuck ever, I don't mind. And it's a lot tidier now than it was when I left it. So I went in there today to get a broom.
Fuck Shed? That's an entirely different thing. That's
The
suggesting
fuck shed is a little old place where...
the fuck shed is just like the more sordid version of the Love Shack. The Love Shack, they buy her a drink.
Baby, fuck shed.
And maybe they have a few kind of drinks first, and the fuck shed is just for sex.
Yeah.
Fuck shed.
You walk into the fuck shed, and then 15 seconds later, you walk back out of the fuck shed adjusting your belt.
I didn't say I was going to do it twice. The Love Shack is a little old place where you can get together, but you know, the suggestion is you kind of have a bit of a dance while you're there. The fuck shed is just
it's a little
for
old
one
place where you can get your dick wet.
There's just intercourse.
No foreplay.
Just straight
Just
in.
fuck shed.
Fuck shed. Baby fuck shed. Baby at the fuck shed. Do you know, this episode has been incredible and sad and brilliant and hilarious, and I don't think I've had such
I think
a good
it
one.
is probably the biggest microcosm of life and society at large.
This whole thing
episode
I can't even begin.
It's been hilarious
I can't,
and desperate all at the same time.
I'm so glad you're all here as part of this absurdity. I just can't.
Right.
Shall we drink another
Drink!
thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do it. Can you...
Wash out the dregs of the...
Because otherwise it'll taste like Oreo Coca-Cola, and I'll have an artificially good opinion of your drink, which is probably not as good as the Coca-Cola Oreo. So yeah. He doesn't know what to make of this one. I mean, the fact that it isn't exactly the same is a good answer. There we go. I'm very intrigued what this could be. We're waiting to find out. It's been stored in the fridge. I'm not sure if that fills me with confidence or not, the fact that it needs to be kept refrigerated.
We wanted it.
I
found
see it in the camera.
It's the blue
He
Pepsi.
found it! Blue Pepsi, is that what it's called? Pepsi Blue, or Blue Pepsi, or Blepsy?
I think it's electric.
Oh, that's it. Oh,
This
yeah,
is
there
a
it is.
Pepsi
Pepsi Electric.
Pepsi Electric. Now,
because, of course, Blepsy is what cats do.
Blepsy.
Blep, blep,
Blepsy.
blep.
Oh, Dom, where have you been?
Mate,
Dom, the world's falling apart.
I'm pretty excited about this, actually. It has to be said.
Things that are stored in the fridge. Pickles. I bloody love pickles.
Fuck pickles.
I bloody love pickles.
Fuck pickles.
I want a pickle right now. But in lieu of a pickle, we've got Pepsi. Now, a while ago, it was told to us that such a thing existed as Blue Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw it over the summer in Sainsbury's, and I was like, I'll pick some of that up after the summer when we come back and do DGMS, because we weren't doing it because it was summer break.
We did a summer break, yeah.
When I came back after the summer break, and it was September, it had gone from every shelf everywhere forever and was not selling anywhere I could find it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, fuck. I'm sure it was probably just like Pepsi, but horrible.
But then you went to Bristol.
I did.
Which lives in a perpetual state of 1992.
Correct.
And that's why you could find this.
Yes, I found it in a Tesco in Bristol and immediately picked up two. So we've got a second one because I was going to get one. Well, we may as well obviously just drink that one. But if it's really lovely, we've got another one basically.
Cool.
So yeah, we went to Bristol, and while there, what was really weird, we went to this Bristol and they were playing Friday I'm in Love by The Cure. Do you know that?
Yes.
Anyway, good. Well, you know,
Yeah.
so uncanny. That is Friday I'm in Love by The Cure. You know, we should do a segment where you sing the song and everyone has to guess. If you'd have guessed it from
I mean, my impression was not very good, but neither is the song, so shots fired.
as Joe rushes to her keyboard. But yeah, went in there and they're playing Friday I'm in Love by The Cure, and we needed to find we had a bottle of wine, but we didn't have a bottle opener, so I had to go and buy one in there. We went to the hotel, drank some wine. The following day, we went back in there and they were still playing Friday I'm in Love. I'm like, this is really weird. Have they just only got one song on their playlist, or is it in a perpetual state of... Wasn't that around... Yeah. The club singing. Yeah.
No, we definitely need to rip it off. I mean, do it ourselves for the first time, originally.
I thought Robert Smith was in the room. Yes.
Will it be more or less unique? That's the question.
Anyway...
The best thing Robert Smith did was defeat Barbra Streisand on the 5th episode of South Park. That's the best thing
Robert Smith.
Robert Smith. Shall I open this then?
Go for it. Go for your life. We couldn't find it, but I found it. You should have seen Aletha's face when looking at my happy face. What does it smell like? I mean, you remember what happened when I smelt the Oreo Coke and my reaction was bad. Your reaction is confused, if anything. Can I get a slug of that?
Go for it. I was going to serve it to you, but
thank you.
I can do it yourself.
Yeah, I can do it myself. Do you know when you get a slush puppy, like the classic coloured slush puppy, which is this colour, raspberry? I kind of feeling it's going to be like raspberry slush puppy.
It smells like something that I've smelled before.
Something Pepsi.
But I don't know what the fuck that is.
Maybe it turns his tongue blue. I think this has got a Vimto smell to it. But it isn't
Fresh
that.
Christmas cups, they were swelled.
I tell you what.
And hopefully they're not filled with swell.
I put water in it, rinsed it around, chucked it out. Snow is falling. I don't know. This does smell like something. It isn't Vimto, but
it doesn't give me, a
I'm
visceral
getting a bit
reaction.
of Vimto. It's like Vimto or Dr. Peppery.
Notes of Vim.
If you put them both together. Notes of Vim, yeah, definitely.
I'll give you the lid.
Thanks.
And then we'll chin.
Okay, hold on.
Shall we?
I think there is a. I might be putting it in my own head, but I think there is a bit of a slush puppy vibe to it.
Can't discern what the smell is.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
It's Christmas.
Lepsy.
I mean, it's all right. It's quite pleasant. It's kind of like those goat drinks we keep getting given.
It doesn't really taste like anything.
Yeah, I'm getting Mr. Frosty. Tamsin. A Christmas gift I never got given. That and a big track. I'm still unhappy. Maybe the big track will bring my Mr. Frosty along.
I had a Mr. Frosty. It was one of the few kind of faddy gifts that I actually had as a child.
Mr. Frosty?
I fucking loved it.
I had a fruity flavour with Percy Penguin.
What the fuck happened to my Mr. Frosty?
He was cancelled.
Why? What did he do?
I don't want to say what I've been doing. What he'd been doing to Percy Penguin.
With that long nose.
Yeah. Percy Penguin only came out a lot long after it was all revealed what Mr. Frosty had been doing.
Maybe Mr. Frosty should come up with some kind of Japanese-based character to try and redeem themselves.
Mate, that would be clever. That would be clever. A big-eyed Mr. Frosty.
Unprecedented, too. Yeah. This does not taste like anything whatsoever.
My Pep's electric.
It just tastes like soda water.
It is very soda watery.
It just tastes like soda water. It's soda water with blue colouring in it. That's
yeah,
what
it is a
this
bit like that. There is a flavour I'm trying to... Shall I say what it says on the back? It is just fruity. I can barely read it.
Would you like me to read it?
Yeah. It's not even my bad eyes. It's just like a really weird...
Oh, it is kind of...
It's really strange to read. Good luck.
Carbonated, low-calorie, citrus cola flavoured soft drink.
Citrus cola? I'm not getting cola.
Yeah. Citrus cola, apparently.
I'm going to stick to my aged soju. Enjoy your blue soft drink. I'd rather have your drink. It sounds like whiskey, but you can tell me what it really is.
Yeah.
You don't want to know.
I do like the psychedelic bottle, though. Pepsi just moved from one location to another.
I don't mind this.
I don't mind it.
I'm just trying to work out what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And
I
there's
just
another
wouldn't
drink
choose
that's
to
like
drink
this
it.
that I'm trying to remember what it is. And I think it might be. I'll tell you what it is.
Soda water.
I know what it's like. It's a little bit like Bing. That's what this is like.
What, the shit cartoon on CBeebies that I want to cancel?
No, the search engine.
Oh,
Yeah, it tastes like
tastes like that.
Yeah.
As in, it's not quite as good as other search engines.
But
and
it'll do.
And it knows it.
that. And people kind of keep trying to make you use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Korean whiskey, but no malt added, so it's clear.
Suddenly it all becomes clear.
I can see clearly now the malt is gone.
I would try it, Tom. I definitely would try it. This is, yes. No, there was a...
I can see no obstacles in my way.
See, that's good. That's good.
I assume that's what malt is. I don't.
Listen, if it isn't,
It's a
it
bit
doesn't
too
matter.
close to science.
The
I
joke
don't really
is
give a
great.
fuck, you know.
Joe hasn't come back after he slagged off the Cure.
Controversial opinion: the Cure are shit.
Shut your mouth. Do 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 do.
Do you know what the Cure was? Volume down.
Oh dear, she's back again. She's back again. It's okay. It's okay. We got her.
Yeah.
Do 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 do. He's riffing. I think Jez would be good at karaoke. Well, we'll have to get you singing. We'll get Feliz Navidad.
On that note,
Yes.
we are planning
Yes.
to do a Christmas-based music DGMS episode, probably at Christmas.
Yes.
Because clues in the name, really.
We want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
We want to wish... I'm not going to give it away now.
Hey, listen, don't give it away for free when we're going to give it to them later for free.
Yeah. But fans, all two of them, of the Jez Christmas concert of 2021 will be pleased to know that there will be some Christmas singing.
You should make a poster with your face and like call it like Jez Christmas, and like kind of like wherever you wanted to, you were just saying, and we should advertise it like that, and then just people come in from miles around to their TVs.
Feliz Jez's dad.
Yeah,
I mean, I am a dad.
Make a little mascot
Feliz Jez's dad.
and
Not
have your dad's face on it.
Yes, Feliz Jez's dad. There you go.
Your dad will be so confused about why his face is on a poster.
and annoyed and upset, quite frankly.
Is this a triennial thing? Michael Bublé is a special guest. If we can get him here, we'll get him in. If not, we'll get a...
It depends how early in December we do it. It takes a while to defrost him.
I know someone who's a discount Michael Bublé, so we can get him in.
That is both an insult and a compliment at the same time.
Clip that shit and play it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's that you say, Tamsin? Who? Duncan? There's one thing we know about Duncan.
Yes. Yes, that's true. Can't have him on there.
Hannah has a shirt that says, Jez is my dad, in the theme of Feliz Navidad. Yes, that's the one.
I want to wish you... Anyway, yes. This...
I'm still holding this. I don't know why. I'm going to put it down.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
I think
I also make t-shirts, so this can actually happen.
if you want a bottle of Pepsi Electric, go to Bristol, because that's where they are. Other places might have them, but I haven't been there.
Yeah, any other place that is still living in the past. Western Supermare, probably got them.
Yeah, 100%.
Stratford upon Avon.
Hull.
That's probably a bit too far in the past, Stratford upon Avon.
Yeah.
That's how to get Pepsi Shakespeare.
That's right. Pepsi Shakespeare, what would that be like, I wonder?
It tastes like beard.
a big beard.
And a bard.
And everyone keeps talking in iambic pentameter.
Yeah.
So I'm going to drink the other one of those.
Are you?
Unless you want it. You can have it, by the way.
I do not, but thank you for the offer.
I felt confident in saying I was going to drink it because I didn't think you were that
I'm not that
about
keen.
it.
No,
But
no.
you can take it away if you want, because I bought two.
I am totally fine
Okay.
with not
I don't want to
having
push it upon you if you really don't want it. I just want to reinforce upon you
no,
that it's
that's
yours if
fine.
you want it.
But if you spot any more Coca-Cola Oreo in the wild, you can pick me one up.
Yeah.
Any of you. Just get me that shit.
It's
Thank you very
almost
much.
time for mince pie season as well, so think about that. When you think, won't somebody think of Jez this
Gifts
time?
for
this
Jez.
Christmas?
Mince pies.
Mince pies. Once you
Oreo,
get past
Coca-Cola.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I would ask for my
They sell
own
it in
copy.
Cardiff. What this? Pepsi Electric.
Weird. Cardiff's not in the past.
Damn. That's it. Do that while I do this. You ready?
Yep.
good stuff.
Fun had. Oh, don't get me started.
Wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. Should we move on?
I heard that Co-op are doing well on the mince pie taste test this year. Well, Aletha, thank you for volunteering for making a mince pie taste test for us. I would like to accept that. Thank you.
Do you know, that would be a fun thing to do. Very Christmassy thing to do.
Yeah.
And I know you just volunteered Aletha for doing that, but I'm happy to do it for you.
Okay, that's fine.
Because
I mean, you're probably a better candidate because
I'm here.
There is also a nut-based risk with mince pies, right?
That is true. But the other thing is I don't like mince pies very much. I would eat them, but I don't. And I'd be good to kind of serve them to you. Not like put them in your mouth. That would be weird. But like, you know.
I mean, I'm open.
It's not like that bit in Korean culinary class wars where you have to have a blindfold on and eat them.
Have you ever seen the blind taste test on Hell's Kitchen?
No.
That shit's hilarious. Because these people who are supposed to have refined palates and know what things taste like are being fed a spoon of peas and they're like, cardamom pods?
So, that was very laughy. No, in a similar way in culinary class wars, they taste all this stuff, but they just fucking know everything. They're just really good. They're like, I'm getting a bit of gochujang there. And they're like, yeah, there is gochujang in there. Fucking hell. And so I don't know, but whatever. Suffice to say, I can definitely set that shit up. And we can settle once and for all what is the best mince pie. Because there's no better person to answer that question than you, Jez.
I mean, that's not even a joke. That is empirically true.
Yeah, that's why I said it with straight to camera.
I have eaten the most mince pies of anyone in the world.
Anyone, definitely.
Like,
I can't think of anyone.
I've rinsed mince pies at festive season.
Someone has to.
I don't get this gut every year for nothing, you know.
Do you know, like, someone somewhere has eaten more crisps than anybody else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just as a fact. So there should be no reason why you shouldn't have tasted more Prince pies and called them the mince pies than anybody else. Why shouldn't it be you?
They're mostly the same type of mince pie because I do a quick recce of the market just after Thanksgiving. Like, right, that's the one for this year. And to be honest, it's usually Lidl. Lidl usually make the best mince pie.
Aletha says, I think if you don't have a full lid on your mince pie, then you should be eliminated.
I agree. It's not a pie without a lid on it.
It says stop putting holes in the top or making the top a star so you only have to use half the pastry.
There you go. Tamsin said the same thing. A not full lid is a tart. Quite right.
I never even thought about the fact that that was the case. I mean, I quite like the design of all that sort of stuff. And actually, I once made like a tart with like the crisscrossy lattice thing because it was fun to make. But in this case, a pie has to have a full lid.
Full lid.
It looks like I'm clapping. It looks like I'm applauding that concept, which I suppose I am.
Is there toilet rules for mince pie testing?
Or can he go to the toilet?
I'm sure I'll be allowed to go for a piss.
He is not allowed to go to the toilet
there will be no pissing.
Every prime number of mince pies he eats, he's allowed to go to the toilet. And that's fair, I think. Arbitrary, but fair.
I mean, prime numbers are not arbitrary. They're very fixed.
Yes, that's true. But it was a strange imposition, basically. No pissing!
Like, do you take away points for everything you dislike?
Oh, you know, like, do you take away points for everything you dislike? Oh, like toilet rules. I know what she means now.
Oh.
Like Aletha's toilet rules.
Oh.
Where you start with 10 and you work down.
Oh, no, because those rules don't make sense.
So if you go, you know what it is.
If
you don't know this, by the way, I'm going to explain for the purpose of people.
And then I will explain why it doesn't work.
Aletha goes into toilets and then she judges it in the sense that everything that irks her removes 1 point. So if the hand dryer doesn't dry, then that takes a point off, and you keep going down, and that's your result. So you do it with anything really. Every time you get irked by something, just knock a point off. So you go like, no lid, that's a 9. Tastes crap, that's an 8. Crumbly as shit, I don't know what the fuck. I don't really eat mince pies. Not a mince pie. 0.
Not a mince pie.
Apple pie.
I mean, I feel like not a mince pie probably deducts more than 1 point from the mince pie.
Those
judging.
toilet rolls. Toilet rolls.
Yeah. I can't remember where we were. I think it might have been Cardiff, but Aletha explained to me the toilet rules. But there were so many like rules. It's like no toilet is ever going to get anything more than 1 because there's just too much. I'm like, literally, as long as the toilet has got somewhere that I can put my piss in and wash my hands afterwards.
No lid also
right.
loses points on a toilet. On a toilet too. I went to a quite nice 4 out of 10 in Bristol. Was that Walkabout? Honestly,
See, this is the thing. A quite nice 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 is not a good score. If you've got it down to 4, it shouldn't be a nice
it
toilet.
should be shit.
Yeah. You've been to a 9. Was it your own toilet? Oh, I like this place.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I tell you
It's- They've got my kind of style.
kind of. There is definitely something that's knocked off a point in that toilet. That's I can tell you now.
You've got the roof fixed at least.
You've not seen the crazy toilets in Spoons in Cardiff. No, and neither will I ever.
Yes, right. You were trying to move me on, and then I said something else.
No. But do look out for. We'll work out when to do mince pie Don and Felice Jez's
and
dad.
Jez is your dad.
Yes.
Yeah.
So look out for that because you won't have to work too hard because it will be on a Monday. It'll be on when you're watching.
Yeah.
If you watch.
Yeah, I mean, we might end up having to do the singing thing on a different day.
Oh
potentially.
yeah.
Maybe.
Depending when we can get
Depends.
Michael Bublé.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Michael Bublé came?
Yeah.
on? It would be so absurd.
It would be insane, wouldn't it?
It would be if we just like, and he's here tonight, and he was,
And he
everyone
actually
just
walked in
lost
and
their
just sat
fucking
down on the
mind.
sofa. Then we just sit here in silence for a while. And
Just like,
Michael Bublé.
very pleased to have you here, Michael
told you we'd get
Bublé.
him.
Oh, Michael Bublé.
He watches, right? Well, everyone does. So
Yeah.
You'd assume.
Yeah. Michael
he is.
Bublé, we need you.
Is Michael Bublé everyone?
Bublé.
Does he fit in with everyone? I think.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's not watching right now because it's still November and he hasn't defrosted yet.
that's
but
true.
Next week, I think he'll be watching, and we'll invite him on then. Now, was there anything else we wanted to do? I can't remember. Or are we going to swift?
Let's play it. I think we should play. Now we've had two drinks.
Yeah.
Now we've had 2 drinks. I think that puts me in the mind for a drink-related game that we'll call Drinkity Drink.
It's going to be a long show tonight.
Drinkity drink, drinkity drink. Drinkity drink, drinkity drink. Drinkity drink, drinkity drink, drinkity drink. Drinkity drink.
That's a good point. Do you want to do this? Because it is 10 till 10, isn't it?
I do want to do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd forgotten that we were going to do it, and then you said it. I'm like, oh yeah,
I was
we've got
getting
to
my
do
book
that.
out.
We've had drinkity drink, so now we have to drinkity drink.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And you gave me a purple pen, so this is
Yes,
definitely
and I've written things down which I can barely read, so I'm hoping I can kind of work out what I was trying to say.
That's good work. Yeah. Drinkity Drink, you can play along at home, is a game that is completely original, so don't get me started, and has
Yep.
not been conceptualized in any way anywhere else with any different names, similar or otherwise.
Yes,
Alex will read a prompt with an empty space in it,
I will.
a drink, if you will.
Mm.
You must put something into that drink to complete the sentence.
Yes.
Is that how it works?
Yes. Sounds like you've had a few drinks.
I have.
Yes.
I've had 2 drinks.
Yes.
3 drinks, actually. Pepsi Max, Coca-Cola Oreo, and Blepsy.
Pepsi and Blepsy.
Blep.
Blepsy.
Yeah, that's kind of what it made me do,
I'm
because it's
blue. Da ba dee da ba
super
da.
carbonated. Did it turn our tongues green, by the way? I mean, blue.
Oh, actually, stick your tongue out. A little bit blue. Now this is a story of my tongue.
I'm supposed to be working. I have done nothing. You have been too entertaining. Put that on the poster. Yeah. Oh, by the way,
By the way,
complete aside, do go and follow the new Don't Get Me Started account on Blue Sky, which is where everyone is going now, because it isn't trawling with Nazis like the other social medias. So Blue Sky at dgmslive.com, because it lets you use your website.
Nice.
As your thing. So yeah, all of the websites that you know that I have, put them in Blue Sky. They're all there. There you go.
drinkity drink, drinkity drink. You can play along against Jez in the comfort of your own home. The way you score points is if you can match with Jez. If you can think of what he's going to write down, or close enough, if we're feeling generous, then you get a point, basically.
Hilarious responses will also get you
Get
points. And there's been some really good responses
Oh, yeah.
to not the game tonight. So
No Sassy tonight. No Victoria.
no. Sassy's really good at this.
She
normally
is.
as well.
And no Harmstone either. Maybe they've eloped together.
Or maybe they're the same person. Have we ever seen Harmstone and Sassy in the same room?
I can barely tolerate seeing Harmstone.
It's a fair point.
Number 1 of
Number one.
Drinkity Drink. It's been Storm Bert. And Alex predictably had to go on his roof again. But I weighed myself down using the only thing I could quickly find. Blank. During Storm Bert, I predictably had to go on my roof again, but cleverly I weighed myself down with blank that I had nearby.
I regret to inform you that this purple pen might be shit.
Okay, I can get you another pen.
Please. I'll do this round, but they're not going to be able to read it because it's very thin.
Okay.
So I will say it loudly.
During Storm Bert, drinkity drink, drinkity drink. During Storm Bert's a fucking stupid name, right?
Storm Blepsy.
Storm Blepsy. During Storm Blepsy, that's a good fun word to say, I predictably went on my roof again. But this time, I weighed myself down with some of the things I plentifully have around the place. Something you've written down. During Storm Bert, I predictably did blah, 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 blah. Tins of beans, says Tamsin. That's a really good one. That is a good one. A level 9 toilet, said Hannah. That's really, really good. Blepsy, said Aletha. A reindeer. That would be on a roof. That's very Christmassy, and it is Christmas after all. With the coffee, the Sage Bambino is the coffee maker. Chateau Neuf de Pat, says Will. Thank you very much.
Not very heavy. But
No, but it'll be weighed down because I'll be reaching for it. Maybe I'll just like have to go back into the kitchen for it to save my life in that regard. There's some good ones there. Tins of beans, a level 9 toilet, a Blepsy, a reindeer, the Sage Bambino, Chateau Neuf de Pat. Level 9 toilet is really good actually.
Lap, lap, lap. Lem, lem, lem.
During Storm Bert, I predictably went on the roof again, but weighed myself down, Jeremy, with
Sage Bambino!
Sage Bambino! Unbelievable!
Points to Karis.
It's a good one. I'll get you another pen.
It's almost like she knows me or something.
Well done. I'm going to give a point to Hannah for a level 9 toilet, because that tickled me and I enjoyed it. And obviously, Karis gets a point for being fucking right.
It's Sage Bambino!
Hey, Sage Bambino. Hey.
What are you doing as the response?
So that's Sage Bambino. I don't know if that's any good.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, or that one, blue. Very good, Jeremy. That's right.
Yep, that's better.
Cool.
Thank you very much, sir.
No worries. Right,
Yeah, they couldn't hear your side of the conversation there, so it was just me going, yep!
I realised that.
Into the microphone.
Yes.
Yep!
Okay, number 2.
Eyes down, looking for a
drink.
full
A full
drink.
blank. After rejection from Jeopardy, Michael Harmstone has decided to make his own quiz show, so he basically can't lose it. Which he's decided to call Name That Blank. After rejection from Jeopardy, Michael Harmstone has made his own quiz show, so that he can't fail at it. It's a pity he's not here to enjoy this hilarity. And he's decided to call it Name That Blank. Drinkity drink, drinkity drink, drinkity drink, drinkity drink, drinkity drink, drinkity drink. After rejection from Jeopardy. You said, Tamsin, because rejection from Jeopardy. Listen, and I didn't reject him. Michael Harmstone has made his own quiz show.
Yeah, let's not feel Let's not feel too sorry for him. Easy for me to say.
Indeed.
I was also rejected from Jeopardy.
We all feel a bit rejected from
Yeah.
Jeopardy. After being rejected from Jeopardy, Michael Harmstone has made his own quiz show to make sure he can win it. Name that, and we've got Name That Cunt, says Tamsin. Name that.
Seed Mission.
Is that Seed Mission?
Yeah. Is that like Taz's son's
That's a
finishing move?
it's a
Oh my God! Seed Mission! Seed Mission!
It's because it's a submission. It's what he calls it for.
Got it, yeah.
A very good boy. BGB, says Hannah.
See.
Name that spreadsheet, says Will. That's good. Thing that's gone in the sea. Yeah, I think it is a sea mission. Random maths cock. No, I saw because Oh, did Dom go up it? Did Dom also say the same thing? Did I miss another?
Cunt.
Oh, cunt. We did. Sorry, Dom. I missed your cunt. Strange things that I had to say. I did miss that you said cunt, Dom. But cunt, spreadsheet, BGB, plenty of things, seed mission, random maths, cock.
Don't quite get that one.
It's like we finish each other's
Karis is
cunts.
not getting a point for this one.
Okay, after rejection from Jeopardy, Michael Houston has made his own quiz show to make sure he can win. Name that.
Cunt!
Name that.
Obviously.
Cunt. 1 point there for Dom, 1 point there for Tamsin. Congratulations. I have to say, that might have been the one I was heading towards on that one. I felt like, obviously, we love.
You're saying that
very
it
much,
was on the cunt,
so to speak. Good work, Dom. Good work, Tamsin.
Where'd I put my pen?
Okay, number three.
Hold on. Yeah.
Let's get some Blepsy. Oh, I'm out of Blepsy.
The fresh taste of Pepsi Max.
No. Got a Blep.
Don't get me started. It's not sponsored by Pepsi or Blepsy, but we remain hopeful. I only laughed because you laughed.
I just I can't.
I was totally deadpan until you laughed at me.
Oh. Blep.
I couldn't repeat, and I didn't type fast enough. No idea what you're talking about. But carry on.
Number three. Pepsi have decided. Pepsi have decided to get in on the Christmas advert campaign. It's not all about Coke, Jeremy. Pepsi are getting in on the Christmas advertising campaign. It's got so bad, their new flavour is Pepsi blank. Pepsi are getting in on Christmas. It's a Christmas thing, because it's Christmas now. Pepsi are getting in on the Christmas advertising campaign. They've decided their new flavour is Pepsi blank. Drinkity drink, drinkity drink, drinkity drink, drinkity drink. It's Christmas, Jeremy! And Pepsi are bringing out their own advertising campaign. Their new flavour is going to be Pepsi blank.
Rich flavour coming up.
Have a think about that. It's Christmassy, because it's Christmas. Pepsi are getting in on the Christmas advertising campaign. It's got so bad, their new flavour is Pepsi something. I'll read some of what we got. Pepsi piss eggs. Says Tamsin, never one to not say piss eggs. Pepsi Santa spunk. Get out. Can only imagine the colour of that one, Karis. Mince pie flavour, says Will. I don't know how that's going to work.
That would be great. Love that.
Blep, Pepsi Blep, with a cat mascot to relate to the beloved pop culture the kids love so much. With a little tongue out Blep. That's a Blep.
There's a Blep.
That's a Blep.
That is a Blep.
That's
correct.
a Blep.
See, he's young, he's street.
I'm
he's
with
down
it.
with the kids.
I know what's going on. That's why I like that. Well, that's why I like Loose so much.
Greetings, fellow Bleppers.
Pepsi baked beans, says Hannah. I think even that would be disgusting even for me. Pepsi cranberry. Oh, do you know, that sounds a bit too good, Joe.
Oh, actually, that would be nice.
Joe, you fucking patent pen that shit.
Yeah.
That's actually would be good.
That would be great.
Yeah, Pepsi cranberry over Christmas.
Yeah.
Fucking write that shit down and send it to yourself. Is that how we patent penning? I have no idea.
That's how you copyright
That's
things.
how you copyright things. Get that shit
on a piece of paper and post it to yourself.
Right. If it comes out, Joe's owed some money.
Yeah, don't open the envelope when it gets to you. That people always get that bit wrong.
Oh, right.
You post it
got
to yourself
some post.
and you leave it sealed.
Right.
It's because then it's postmarked with the date.
Pepsi pickled pig's feet. Strange Christmas that they have in Carolina.
Peter Piper picked a piece of Pepsi pickled pig's feet. Easy for me to say.
Santa spunk. Their tagline is "Taste the Riz." I think you misspelt that somehow. Much beloved by a younger audience. Stop. Just stop. Stop. Can everyone stop?
Taste the jizz.
Pepsi pigs in blankets.
Oh, mate, that sounds good too.
Pepsi pigs in blankets.
That's basically, Pepsi bacon or whatever we were saying earlier.
Let's see what comes out here. Pepsi are getting in on the Christmas advertising campaign. Their new flavour is Pepsi.
It's interesting you said see what comes out here. Pepsi Santa's sack.
What? Fuck it.
It's a pun, Alex.
I know, but it's not that I'm complaining. It's the fact that you're so close to Keris is what I'm...
Yeah, it's different. I'm not giving her the point.
Are you not going to give her that?
No.
Oh, come on.
It's the appendage, not what comes from the appendage.
I think she's gonna appeal to an independent
She can
adjudicator.
protest as much as she fucking likes. She's
I'm
not getting
complaining
a fucking
about
point.
your ability to write a thing.
A word.
Yes. No, I'm
Yeah,
fine with that.
that actually does say Santa's jizz. I just can't spell.
You can't not give Keris a point.
I can.
Well, I'm going to give you a point, Keris. Because I think that was Santa's sack.
Give her the point! Fuck off, Tamsin.
Give her the point!
Fuck you, Tamsin.
You're not the boss of me.
Points to Karis. Fuck you, Joe.
It's going to be an argument when
Fuck
they get
all
when
of
they get
you.
home.
There's an argument now. Fuck the lot of you.
It's not the same. You'll be arguing like this, and your new buyers to your house will come through, and you'll be like, Santa Spunk and Santa Sack are completely different, and they'll be in the doorway going, "Oh, thanks for the wine. We don't really drink." Wait, we're getting points from both hosts. I got more points than I thought. Listen, that's how it works, Dom. You got to appeal to one of us, and someone will give you some points. Okay, cool. Let's go to number 4. Captain Brilliant. He pops up a lot in these things.
He does.
He's quite useful. At a subject for a quiz. Captain Brilliant has decided to become a private investigator. I mean, that in itself is obviously amusing.
It's a good pun.
But very suitably, his first case concerns the missing blank. Drinkity drink, drinkity drink. Captain Brilliant has decided to become a private investigator, and very suitably for him. His first case concerns the missing blank. The case of the missing blank. Drinkity drink, drinkity drink.
This is a tough one.
Drinkity drink.
It's very
drinkity
open.
Drink.
So there's lots
Yes,
of things
lots
it could
of things
be.
it could be. Drinkity drink, drinkity drink, drinkity drink, drinkity. Oh, everything's great. You got yours, obviously.
Everything is awesome.
Oh, yeah. Captain Brilliant has decided to become a private investigator. God help us all. And the people that hire him.
And their privates
Yes.
that he's investigating.
But very suitably, his first case concerns the missing dildo, says Will. Well, it had to happen in the end.
Yep.
Suitably also, the case of the missing girthy crisp thing. I know where they went. Case of the missing weekend, Tamsin said, which
That's
is
nice.
what I laughed
That's a
at,
good one,
actually.
yeah.
I also, case of the missing hedge porn.
Oh, that would be a great story.
Yes. Where did the hedge porn go? The case of the missing private investigator. The case of the missing clothes under his coat. That sounds very like
Consistent.
yes.
Yep.
Case of the missing mess of messengers.
Just trying to make us say things now.
I know.
You, Ellie J.
Yes, but I was able to say that one.
Well done.
Um,
I'm not
actually,
going to try, so therefore I win.
yes. I quite liked some of those, but before we get to that, let's see what you wrote. Captain Brilliant has decided to become a private investigator. Very suitably, his first case concerns the missing
Old Faithful dildo.
dildo. Point to Wildo. I really enjoyed both the case of the missing weekend and the case of the private investigator. They both made me LOL, and I don't mean lots of love. So Tamsin and Alita can have a point. Points for you. I thought they were funny. So that was good. And obviously, Will got a point. Hope you're counting up your points because I'm not fucking counting them.
Yeah, it sounds too much like maths.
Yeah. He's giving you some fucking gold here. Very, very.
There's been a lot of matching.
Playing very
In
fairly.
fact, somebody has got a point on every one so far, right?
Yeah, they're doing very
Oh,
well.
no, for question 3, I'm not sure somebody matched me. No, nobody matched me for question 3.
So you got a point.
So I got a point there. This one for me.
Just put a point.
No matches or even
then
close
I'll
to
write
it
cheers
from
next to
question
it.
3.
Yeah. I'm on 74. What's that say? 357,921. Harmstone's not even here, and the same Harmstone joke is getting done. 1, says Will. Playing the game fairly. True and fair. Good old Will. This is my first time breaking a hundo.
I read that. This is my first time breaking a dildo. It's just good work. Fair play.
Okay, last one, number 5. With many happy memories in your house and Thanksgiving approaching, Jez is most thankful over these years for blank. Living in your house for many years with many happy memories in that house and Thanksgiving approaching, Jez is most thankful for blank. Drinkity drink, drinkity drink. With many happy memories in that house, which has now been sold. And Thanksgiving approaching. Jez is most thankful for drinkity drink, drinkity drink.
It's a long one. And my response is too.
Anything you want. With so many happy memories in that wonderful house. So wonderful he's selling it. And Thanksgiving approaching. Oh, I got hungry. I feel hungry just thinking about Thanksgiving. Jez is most thankful for DGMS, says Will. We're all thankful for that. Shed felt, said Townsend. Pigs in wankits.
I don't remember those featuring in my house, but
People leaving him alone.
I do appreciate that.
That is good. That's good.
Yeah.
I like that. Have a point, Dom, for that. For getting the fuck out of there. For finally getting out of there. Taxi's not arriving at Eurovision. That was a happy time.
Just let it go, Hannah. Honestly.
We got a taxi really easily.
You got to let it go. Yeah.
No. Moving to a new house, which will probably need coving.
Coving was an event.
Oh, really?
Putting up coving, yes.
I see. Well, maybe it's going to be one of those. But let's find out. When I say to you, with many happy memories in your house and Thanksgiving approaching, you are most thankful for...
Not getting food poisoning from Harmstone's toad.
That's a really good choice of event to have happened and very, very relevant for this. So Harmstone's toad is the answer. I mean, pigs in wankits is kind of like that because a pig is a sausage and a toad.
And he's the wanker. Is that the...
Yes.
Pigs in wankits? Is that what that is?
Yeah, I don't think it is actually good enough to give her a point for that, but it was the closest one. I don't think anyone's getting a point for that, unfortunately. So you get a point.
You already gave Dom a point.
I did, but Dom did get a point from that, yeah.
Yeah.
So count up your points. You have 2 points.
Thank you.
Can anyone beat
2?
There were sausages and bacon in the toad.
That's true.
Oh, God, are you going to tell me that Aletha should have a point for that one? And you shouldn't get a point. Terrible. Well, let's see. Dom's got 2. Will's got 1. Aletha's got 1.
Oh. Do we need a tiebreaker that you haven't written down?
Correct. Yes. No.
This never happens.
It happens more often than we see. Oh no, Tamsin won.
Oh, there you go. She's
Tamsin
on
got
78. Okay.
Well done, Tamsin. Crown you the winner of this time's Drinkity Drink. Very much enjoyed that. Good blanks, all of you. Very, very good.
He means good drinks.
I do.
Legally,
good drinks. Yes.
Legally distinct.
Legally distinct
drinks.
Good blepsy to you all.
Arblep.
The blep be with you.
And also with you.
Lift up your blep. Actually, we lift it up to my mouth. Let's give thanks to the Lord our blep.
It is right to give thanks to the blep.
I refuse to profit off of something that would be perceived to be insulting Harmstone's toad. Sentences I never should have said. Right, let's move on to the final blep down. Thank you for staying with us so long. I hope you're enjoying it. I'm sure you are. Why would you not? Let's go to the last segment. Am I the arsehole?
Yes.
Am I the asshole? No, it's the children who are wrong.
Bleppy, bleppy, blep, blep.
And at the conclusion, can't fucking speak. At the conclusion of tonight's Am I the Arsehole, these boards will finally be empty for the first time in months.
For the
Because we've
first
been
time in forever.
hoarding ITAs for fucking ages.
Yes, it will be gone.
According to the weather, says Ellie J randomly, it's going to be a high of 46 Fahrenheit next Monday, Tuesday. I think I'll have a fire.
Like, I thought you just suddenly became
A pyromaniac.
possessed by the spirit of like a weather app.
Based on some arbitrary thing about the weather, I'm going to torch something.
Is Ellie like a personal kind of like AI assistant kind of thing? Like, you say, Ellie, what is the weather? And then she just tells you.
The
basically.
weather, sponsored by Ellie, at the tone, will be a high of 46 Fahrenheit.
Nova, welcome in.
Set
Good to
fire
see
to something.
Hey, Nova, good to see you. And also to tell you that I've started watching Star Trek Next Generation again, but with Aletha. We were watching it just before we did this. We were watching the fifth, I think, episode of season 1 of TNG, which is an episode called, I think it's called Lonely Among Us, I think. And basically, two terrible tribes that hate each other get chaperoned by the Enterprise to a peace conference, and they basically both hate each other. I don't know if you remember this episode, but it was pretty fucking
And they
crazy.
pretty happily gloss over the fact that one of them got murderized at the end, and there's a pool of his blood in the hallway.
Yeah.
And Picard's like, I can't deal with this shit.
Yeah.
I'm going
Not
to bed.
now, ya.
Not now, ya. I've just come back from this cloud.
Yeah, there's a crazy cloud that takes over Picard's head. I don't know. Anyway, season 1 is a tough one. We're enjoying it at the moment. It is quite funny, but it is quite amusing to.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's-
Yar comes in with this really important.
With actually important things. It's like,
Someone's been murdered.
Is this really the time?
Is this the
Yes,
time?
it's the time. Someone's been murdered. Fuck me, Enterprise. What's wrong with you?
Which one would you like to do
The one that's on my
between us?
between us. I understand the question now. I probably should have listened to the entire question before being a
What would you
flippant
like
twat.
to fucking do this one, you prick?
Remind me. Let me see.
I get on the sense of it.
I think you need to go first.
Okay, fine. Let us go. Okay. Am I the arsehole?
Already said yes.
If I change my wedding RSVP after having a +1 rescinded. +1 rescinded. Am I the arsehole if I change my wedding RSVP after having a +1 rescinded? Oh, I'm doing this too much blep. I have a friend from college that is getting married in 2.5 weeks. I got the invitation for the wedding a week ago. Fuck. You got an invitation. Were you like not wanting to go? And they're like, we've got a few people. Anybody else you want to flip in at the last minute? And they're like, oh yeah, this person I didn't really like from college. It's like, okay, well we've got a space. Use it or lose it.
Those sausages aren't going to eat themselves.
Right? We got like 20 gallons of Blepsy, and who's going to drink it? If not this person. But honestly, getting the invitation a week ago for something that's in 2.5 weeks.
So that's
3.5 weeks
before
notice.
the day. Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Tamsin, for getting there before we. Yeah, right. That's nonsense, though, right? I mean, I know I've only got like to the second line of this thing, but that is obviously bullshit. You're not a friend if you get it. How can you possibly? You can't accept that, right?
Unless the only reasonable way that this is acceptable is if they got engaged 4 weeks before the wedding and they are really throwing it together quickly.
Okay, yeah, in that situation, maybe that's acceptable. Just before I just watched an episode where this is TNG, where some ambassadors came to the Enterprise and one of them went off with Picard and shapeshifted into a woman, only to SA Picard to learn about love. Do you remember this episode?
I do not remember this episode.
Oh, well,
no.
Mel will get to that eventually. Okay, I have a friend from college that's getting married in 2.5 weeks. I got the invitation for the wedding a week ago, and the invite had a QR code. Well, they're in the future now, which wanted to be your bestie, which brought you to their wedding website on the knot. I don't really know what that is.
I think it's
Is
like
there a different
a
version of the
social-
website?
I think it's like a social media for weddings.
Oh man, of course it is. Of course it's called the knot.
Yeah.
That's so horrible. A knot. Because you're tying the knot.
Yeah. We should tie it up, shine it up real nice, turn it sideways, and stick it straight up someone's candy ass. Jesus Christ. Yes, he will be present at the wedding.
He will.
He's present
man.
everywhere.
The Lord be with you. Anyway.
And also you're not.
The wedding is on a Friday.
Fuck that noise.
It's very last minute. Oh, okay. Fair enough. That explains the last parts that we're taking the piss off. And I will have to take time off of work to attend.
Off of work.
Correct?
Not off work.
Correct.
Off of
Incorrect,
work.
correct. Correct. I'm friends with the bride, capital B, from college. And we have one mutual friend who is also invited. The mutual friend that we share, however, is unable to attend the wedding, so I will not know anyone at the event aside from the bride.
Capital B.
When I went to RSVP on the Knot, it gave me the option to add a +1. I had never seen this option before without having a +1 invited, so I assumed I was allowed a +1. That's not an unreasonable assumption. I am not in a long-term relationship, but because I won't know anyone at the wedding, I asked my friend to attend with me and added her to my RSVP.
I am not in a long-term relationship, so I hired a gigolo to come with me.
Rob Schneider.
He's a carrot.
A few days later, I got a text from the bride saying that I don't have a +1 and shouldn't have added my friend and that I cannot bring her. I said, you're lucky to have anyone coming to your fucking wedding. It's 2 weeks' time. She said she still wants me to attend and that I can make friends with the other guests at the wedding, even though I don't know anyone. I'm guessing bride and groom gave me the +1 by mistake, but she didn't say so or apologize for the confusion. Just told me that I shouldn't have added anyone. I'm very socially anxious and am now very nervous about attending the wedding on my own. I get very uncomfortable in situations where I don't know anyone, and now I don't really want to use my PTO to attend a last-minute wedding where I'm not going to know anyone.
Which part are you confused by?
PTO.
Personal time off, I believe.
Oh.
Or planned
I
time
thought it was
off.
like, please turn over. Nothing on the other side of this.
Yeah, it's time off work. Basically.
Doesn't want to use leave to go to a wedding of someone that, I mean, okay, fair enough, is doing it very last minute. A friend from college.
When they're being a cunt about a +1.
Yeah.
Even though she knows that somebody else is already not going, so that's one number off anyway. Paid time off. Thank you, Aletha.
Am I the arsehole?
See, Aletha knows this shit now because she's a boss.
Yeah, she's the boss. She's like Sasha Banks.
Use the words like a boss.
I'm surprised that hasn't come up. I'm so surprised that hasn't come up. Oh my god, that should have been the first thing I said to her. Cry deeply. Get rejected. Eat a bagel.
Add a +1.
+1. Drink some Pepsi.
Told I can't have a +1.
Throw it out. Anyway, this is why they pay Aletha the boss bucks. Should have been my walk-on music. You should do it once you become a boss. You should do that. Anyway, am I the arsehole if I change my RSVP to no? No, thank you. Since I won't know anyone at the event, I feel trapped because I did technically say I was free when I RSVP'd yes, but it was contingent on being able to bring a guest to keep me company. By the way, I think that's totally reasonable. If you change circumstances, like, do you want to come? Yeah, sure, I'll bring someone. You can't bring someone. I won't come, is basically what they are saying. Am I the... it doesn't say if it's a he or a she.
Sounds like a she, but that would be assuming.
Assuming.
Assuming, exactly.
Are they the arsehole? Change it. Fuck it. No.
I don't think that you should change your RSVP. I think you should leave it on going and then not go. That's the kind of energy that has been brought to you. Return it.
I like that. There'll be one bowl of soup just left uneaten.
Just sat there waiting. Oh, where's blah, blah, blah? Oh, we told her she couldn't bring anyone and she didn't want to sit on her fucking own. So I guess that's why she's not here. Oh, yeah, that tracks. Yeah, that makes sense.
And I mean, I would like to know what happens afterwards to their friendship, which, essentially...
Which clearly is rock solid as it stands. Yeah.
Everyone should get a +1 option. Weddings get super awkward real fast. Do you know, I went to a wedding on my own one time, and despite the fact that I'm the kind of person that can survive in that situation quite well, I found it very difficult. It was a work friend, and so there were lots of work people there, and that was fine. But it was the kind of people that were coming, I expected there'd be more of the kind of people I knew, and it was a lot of kind of friends of other people from work, so there really weren't so many people there that I knew, and I found it very difficult. Even as someone who can chat with literally anyone. So I can only expect that someone who's socially anxious would hate this shit. You know?
Yeah. I was once the best man at a wedding where I knew nobody apart from the bride and the groom. And it was very difficult because obviously the bride and the groom go and do bride and groom things.
Yeah. You have to stand there going,
yeah, so...
yeah, how about these satay, yeah? God, I could eat enough of these. Mm-mm.
Do like a satay.
Yeah, me too, unfortunately. Send some faxes like a boss. Swallow sadness. Get rejected. Cut my dick off. So this is a typical day for you. You cut off your own dick and die.
Hell yeah.
I'm a boss. Yeah, you literally said that like 375 times.
If you're a named character, then set up a Meet the Best Man booth and man it. Where were you in 2020, Letha?
You're a named character.
Ain't no NPC, yo.
No, none of us are NPC.
I'm not even a man. I am the man. The best man.
I am the real American. You know you can buy satay and just not have to go to a wedding. Or satay, as Captain Brilliant calls it.
Is that the plural of satay?
Well, he eats more than one, but so do we all. Right. Can we just get to the bottom of this? Am I the arsehole that changed my RSVP to no, since I won't know anyone at the event? No, you are not the arsehole.
That is the correct response. Don't go. Fuck them.
Don't go. This may well have been an app catastrophe, but they fucked their shit up, so fuck them.
Catastrophe.
Just fuck it off. Nike first drafts.
Tell us how you really feel, Karis, honestly.
Honestly, she's on a bit of a thing tonight.
Yeah,
she's just like she's been up all night drinking the Blepsy. She's not going to sleep.
Listening to Bon Jovi,
Living on a prayer.
getting a rage on.
Always. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Better roses.
She's like, it's my life, and
Wanted.
it's now or never.
Dead or alive.
I ain't going to RSVP forever.
Okay, you've got one. You're going to say it.
I am. That's how this works.
Right, I'm ready to tell you that you're the arsehole. Just let's do it.
Let's just get on with that.
Let's get it
and
on.
we can
Will's
move-
ready.
We
I'm
can
ready.
move on. We all ready?
You ready?
Yeah, get your typing fingers ready.
Okay. I mean, don't build up your part too much.
Am I the arsehole?
Yes. play your intro music, Karis. What's Karis's intro music going to be?
Do
you know?
I think it's probably the music from the Honda adverts from a few years ago.
Oh, what the one that's like? Oh God, I can't think of it, but I know the one you mean.
It's like hate something, change something.
Oh, not the one I was
hate
thinking of.
something, change something, make something better. That.
I thought you meant the one with like Aaron Rodgers, where he's in a car like leaping over things, like the $1 Million Man. Or what's that?
Aaron Rodgers was in a Honda advert. Oh, I used to like Honda. I drive a Honda. Now I've got to drive it into a fucking ditch. Fuck Aaron Rodgers.
However, I can't remember how you did your version of Friday I'm in Love. Is that the Cure? That was the Cure.
Could we maybe do a sitcom where it's like me and Aaron Rodgers and we both tell each other to fuck off?
You're the
every
original
day?
Odd Couple.
Yeah.
They can't get. They're like chalk and cheese. They're like cunt and cunt. Well, okay, that's the same. But anyway, I don't know. It was. Oh, it doesn't matter. Otherwise, I'm going to derail things. Are you the arsehole? Yes. Carry on.
Fuck Shedstall.
Yes. Killing in the name of.
Am I the arsehole
Did you say cum and cornflower? It's just like that. They can't live together. Like cum and cornflower. They get in each other's hair. And
Did you actually say that?
I don't think I know. I don't think I really wish I
didn't
had.
think I heard
that
that.
would be so good
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
What's this in my hair? Is it cornflower? Oof, no. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this one. Blepsy.
Right, let's try this again a third time, shall we? Am I the arsehole
Mhm.
for not responding when someone doesn't use my actual name?
That seems like okay.
Am I the arsehole for not responding when someone doesn't use my actual name?
Now, like, if someone calls me Al, I respond to that.
With a fuck off, mostly, is it?
No, I like Al. I like
Oh.
Al. I can do. Actually, the only
What
person...
about Alan?
No, I don't respond. Do you remember that?
I do.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
You lost your shit at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was really not happy about that.
You were not happy at all. No.
No. Why is such a weird guy?
So anyway, am I the arsehole for flipping out when somebody called me Alan?
Fuck no. Case closed. He's the arsehole. The DFE called me Keris. What? Like wrote it down like Kerris.
Yeah. On a slide or something, I don't know.
Keris. Well, that's, you know what? I get that. I don't get that at all.
No.
But I mean, like, if you've on the phone, this is phone, by the way, like, you don't know what a phone is. And someone's like, Keris has
that
done this
now,
thing. They've
remember?
probably gone, okay, Kerr. They haven't checked it.
We had this conversation, Alex. That's phone now.
It isn't. This is phone now.
Oh, yeah.
In the future, people, honestly,
In the year 3000.
the other day, someone had headphones on and was hearing the person that was on their phone in their ears, but the headphones weren't good enough, even though they looked like earbud type things, weren't good enough to put a mic in it. So he still had to have his phone. So he was hearing it into there and then speaking back into his phone. I'm like, you're halfway there, in the words of Bon Jovi. I got another Tasmin email today.
Well,
I
of course you did.
responded like a twat.
Yeah, that's your name. Why
Yeah,
wouldn't you respond?
Tasmin.
Tasmin.
What are you going to do? Did you respond back with a big Tams in at the end? Like just to, put that point home. Right.
Have you been called Tasmin fewer or more times than
Less times.
less times? Am I the asshole for not responding when someone doesn't use my actual name? My 16M name is Nico, and it's not short for anything. On my birth certificate, it says Nico, middle name, last name.
What, middle name
Your middle name is middle name.
and your last name is last name?
Correct.
Your Nico middle name last name?
It's quite unique.
Mate, they should have fucking filled that shit in. That's probably what it says in the little section, just to tell you where to put things. And if you don't fill it in, that's what you get default. Nico middle name last name. Maybe they really like the Velvet Underground, because they did an album with Nico. I don't know. Anyway. It's the last name.
They could have done. The Velvet Underground were popular like 16 years ago.
There you go.
This is something a few people can't understand, and some people call me Nicholas.
Welcome to names, motherfucker.
Even teachers who see me on the class list as Nico, and not Nicholas. Okay. Right.
Okay.
I'm a foster kid. It's a shit beer, but we'll continue. Shouldn't be drinking at your age anyway.
No, you should not. No.
I've been in the system since I was 2.
Not a part of your system.
They have. They've been there a while. Yeah. My mom is the only bio family I know, but she's not able to take care of me. I see her twice a year through court-ordered visits.
Okay.
But nobody in her family and I don't have anything to do with my paternal side. It's terrible English, but I get what you're trying to say.
Okay.
I've been with my current foster family for 3 years, and I'm really happy with my foster parents and foster siblings. Little stubby blue cans. My foster parents actually want to help the kids they foster. Hey, go figure.
Excellent.
And their kids are cool with their parents fostering and don't bully me or others for stealing their families. That escalated quickly, but they don't do that, so that's good. Cool. Moving swiftly on. So I hope I get to stay until I age out of the system.
So he is a part of the system.
He is a part of the system, at least for another 2 years. My only problem is that some of their extended family are snobs, and they don't like calling me Nico. So they call me Nicholas, even after being corrected 1,000,000 times. My foster parents have explained that my name is actually Nico, not Nicholas. They don't even sound the same. But the reply is always, but Nico is short for Nicholas.
Yeah.
A couple of extended family...
It is when that's your whole name, but not if you're not.
Yeah. Yeah, things are only short for something if they're actually short for something.
And they might be called Dick, which might be short for dickhead. I'm just presuming.
But the reply is, but Nico is short for Nicholas. A couple of the extended family have encouraged me to change my name because Nicholas sounds much more professional for an adult male.
Well, tell it to Nico Collins on the fucking Houston Texans. Am I right?
I don't know. Has he been playing well this season?
Yeah.
I thought he was broken.
Has
he been broken?
He can sure play a mean pinball, though, let's be fair.
Yeah. They didn't fucking play well yesterday, let me tell you, when I bet on them to beat the Tennessee Titans. Fucking Texans, useless bastards.
You always got to pick one that's going to go the other way.
Fucking Commanders can't beat the fucking Cowboys.
I mean,
the
listen,
fuck
I don't
is
understand.
This shit? Yeah, don't get me started. Anyway, where was I? Nicholas sounds much more professional for an adult male, which I will be soon. I was like, no thanks.
No, I want my name.
Yeah. My foster parents told me I should just ignore whenever someone calls me Nicholas now.
I like that.
Yeah. Unless they're new and just assume. Yeah, correct them. Correct them once, tell them once, then move the fuck on.
Yeah.
But I can ignore their family members who do it. So that's what I did.
Nice.
I have ignored them a handful of times now, and it bothers them so much.
Way to go.
Yesterday it happened twice, because one kept trying to call me Nicholas. Because one kept trying to call Nicholas over, and I just didn't go. The others asked Nicholas to pass the potatoes at dinner.
So they got no potatoes?
And I kept eating and didn't pass anything. I was then called out for ignoring them.
Why are these people such cunts?
And my foster parents said nobody knew who they were talking to because there is no Nicholas at the table. Baller.
Yeah.
One of my foster sisters said she assumed it was her, Nicole, and they got confused, and that's why they passed it instead.
Everyone is on board with this
Everyone
shit.
is in this.
Ballers. I love
this
it.
foster family is incredible.
Yeah.
I was told I should be more open to the wisdom others offer with name suggestions and stop being rude and ignoring people.
Listen, oh my God.
I told them to fuck right off. It doesn't say that.
But that's what we all want them to do.
Yes. Even though my foster parents backed me up again, it made me feel away because this is really the best foster experience I've had, and I don't want to piss off the people in my foster family. So, am I the arsehole?
No. And we all know you're not the arsehole. Like, anyone who goes on saying, I don't know what the last, kind of sentence they said, you should accept the wisdom of others and just, and stop being rude.
You should be more open to the wisdom others offer with name suggestions and stop being rude and ignoring people.
Yeah.
You should stop being an obtuse cunt who's not using my name when you know it's my fucking name because you think another name is better.
You can file this once again, as it always is, under people thinking someone else is the arsehole when they're the ones being the arsehole. And it just drives me up the wall. It's like, you're the one being rude. No. Check yourself. Oh my God. By the way, who are these people that keep getting it wrong? They're like the extended
family, like aunts, uncles, and...
Oh, fuck those cunts. I don't know what it is. The older they get, just more entitled they get. Fuck that shit. We don't tell Jez his name is shit. No.
Yeah,
I mean...
That would be difficult to do.
Yeah.
Because A, it's not, and B, I'd tell you to fuck off, so...
Cunts always think you should listen to cunts more. And respect their shit opinions. Weird that. Yeah, no, that's it, isn't it, Dom?
That needs to go on a t-shirt. Cunts always think you should listen to cunts more.
They do.
And then a picture of a gammon on it or something.
Yeah. I think I would probably lose my shit, a thing like that. I gotta stop. I'm ignoring you because you're calling me the wrong name. I'm gonna just say this one more fucking time. Call me by my fucking name or fuck off. That's the end. This is the end. This will be the last time I tell you this. And then just like leave it at that. And then I'll say, yeah, and now just after that there'll be like nothing. There ain't gonna be nothing after that.
Yeah, I think Tamsin said it best. Sorry, I think Tasmin said it best. Cock the cock off.
Yes! Have that on a t-shirt.
Yeah. So, final judgment. Am I the arsehole for not responding when someone doesn't use my actual name?
No, you are not the arsehole.
100.
You're a fucking legend. And we love your name.
And your family.
Yeah, your family are amazing. It's always good to hear that because, like, sometimes these stories go a different way. But...
Yes, and obviously if the story had gone the wrong way, we wouldn't have been reading it out on a comedy show. But
no.
Yeah, the fact that it didn't go that way and it was funny is why it went on the comedy show. You understand how this works?
Fuck me, it's 20 to 11.
Funny shit in, not funny shit out. Yes, it's 20 to 11.
We should fuck off.
Okay, let's fuck off then.
Yes.
See you next week.
Fuck shit.